Oh, I think we're live. I'm not gonna lie, I am bored out my mind. It is 12 a.m. and I'm mining for gold, baby. So why not just stream? I mean, I wasn't really gonna do anything else tonight. But yeah, I am making pretty good progress. We've almost gotten 999 of a few fossils. A few. What's up, Fried? What's up, Jimmy? How's it going, big noobs? Hey. What's up, Danny? What's up, Swell? 4 people? I know, right? It's crazy. It's like I just made the stream go live. I know, that's crazy. Stream just started. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of bored. I'm just mining. And I ran out of YouTube videos to watch. So I'm like, well, I might as well just stream myself, I guess. I mean, I might as well. Midnight? I mean, yeah. My sleep schedule's not terrible. I've been going to bed at like 3, 4 a.m. and then waking up at like 10 a.m. or 12 p.m. so lunchtime. My sleep schedule isn't awful, but it's not super great either. What's up, Wanese? I probably butchered that so bad. I've done like 200 dives and I didn't get a single gamma. Damn. I haven't revived any of the fossils that I've gotten so far. I want to make a video where I revive like 7 or 8,000. I still haven't fully decided yet on how many I want to do. I want to do 1,000 of each of them. The only one I'm like a little bit tempted to not do is the Nautiling one. No, wait, is it the Nautiling one? Yeah, the Nautiling one. I might do 2,000 of Nautiling just for the fact that there's a it's a split evolution. So I might grind for another 1,000. Am I gonna do 1,000 Titans? Eventually. Eventually, yeah. That is probably gonna take me like a year of grinding low. Unless I get T-Bone to spawn them in, but I don't know if I should do that. So eventually, maybe. What's up, Josh? How's it going? Titan. I mean, the Titan isn't going to be in the 8,000 revive fossils. I will probably do the Titans in a separate video. What did I miss? Bought 27,000 Robux to continue mass producing an army of alpha Loomians. What? Why though? Well, okay, what alphas though? What alphas? Why is toxic type moves boosted in strong gust? It doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna lie, my brain is cooked right now at midnight. I think it was because like, oh, the wind just like carries the poison substances around. Something like that, I don't exactly remember. Tell Tiberdem to give Craft Bro his first Gleam Roamer. Nuh-uh, I don't think so, because it's mine. Ew, what is this wall? I don't want any of that. I think Zeppelin should get Typhoon, but I'm concerned that it would be broken. Nah. A lot of Loomians are gonna get stuff like Typhoon, Thunder Blasts eventually. I'm not gonna like, I guess I could actually start giving some out now. I think whenever we do the, whenever I get Tiberdem to make the changes to weather, so like the buffs, and the nerf to fog, I will probably introduce some of them as rallymoves then. Typhoon Sharp Focus Boot set slow? Well, I think that's fine. I mean, I don't really mind that. Zeppelin is like one of the better stall breakers, especially like how easy it is to get it as well. I wouldn't mind a stall breaker being more powerful. Also, yeah, Turbulence Resonate still hits... Does it actually hit harder? I think it might, and the power's probably very similar, but it's a lot cheaper. Something like that. So yeah, I don't mind giving out the weather moves as rally moves. I would rather wait until they're MMs, because I'm probably going to make all of the weather moves move manuals, but that isn't going to be for a long time. I want a specific shop for like all of the weather items, because I don't really know where else I'm going to put them. I guess they could technically go into the PvP shop, but I feel like it makes more sense to have a specific NPC sell you them. I guess they could also be in the arcade as well. At a weather NPC side quest. I don't know about side quests. I don't really know what they would do. I guess just go bring them one of every weather Loomian, but I don't know what it would give you, low. Lumicon's got kind of no purpose. I mean, yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to make it an adventure NPC that sells you them, but I don't know if that would be possible or how long it would take before we got one of those. Because if you go to the entertainment district in Atlantean, isn't there a Pollute Corp store? I'm pretty sure the building across from the arcade is like a Pollute theme store, right? But you can't go in it yet because it's not accessible. That I would want to put the weather PvP stuff in that store. The issue is, though, I don't know how long it would take for us to like finish that store. There's also like the watch shop as well. We have like some ideas for that. Some actually really good ideas on what to do for that. The main issue is just like going back and actually finish them off. That is the main issue. Because it's like, okay, well, would we rather go back and finish all of these like little small things that doesn't really add like that much to the game, or just like keep pushing forward for updates? It's just like one of those things that we're gonna try and balance, which like time-wise. Right now it just doesn't make sense to go back. I mean, hey, we did get the arcade machines finished low. Lumi Watch customization. Well, I mean, yeah, that would also be great. But yeah. I mean, it would be cool to have it, but it's not like anything super important. I feel like most players are probably going to check it out once and then never again. Low-key expected the Pollute store to be Solbra shop. Oh, I guess that would also work. I guess for some of the robot, like, Sephirite Loomians, I guess. I didn't actually think about having a Solbra shop. I completely forgot about that. I know that we had that in Brick Bronze. That was the Mega Stone shop, right? I think that's actually one of my most viewed videos on this channel, is just buying all of the Mega Stones. And I'm pretty sure I didn't even buy all of them. I'm pretty sure I bought like 2 Alakazams and I missed like Aerodactyl or something. Please change Vigilant on Sinogar. I think I already said I'm changing an ability on Sinogar, right? Did I not? I forgot exactly what it was changing or what was happening. I don't remember. It's on a big list that I have, I think. Oh yeah, also the hoverboard. We need to do like more mounts. We haven't really done a mount in a long time. Especially like the Robux ones, I mean. Like, those would be awesome. I mean, I'm down for more. And I don't think they're like too difficult to do either. Just Lando needs to sit down and animate them. Is Awakening Seer Knight better than Terrifying? It mostly depends on what you're after. Do you want your Seer Knight to have more power behind its moves? Or would you want a more bulkier one? I think both are fine. I think people legitimately use both. I will go for this one. Yeah. I think people legitimately use both. It doesn't, like, obviously if you're going like offensive Drudge set, then you want Awakening, but if you're gonna go like a bulky, like Barb slapdown set like user, you can actually run both. NER. I think Seer Knight had a resurgence recently. Really? Why? I mean, there are so many. I guess obviously because I've nerfed Pyrolon. I guess that isn't like a super go-to Loomian now. Will more Loomians get Shadow Box and Brain Exercise? Yes, but it's going to be very few of them. I don't want to make these a go-to move. Shadow Box and Brain Exercise are going to be like the alternate versions of obviously Bulk Up and Peace of Mind, but they're not going to be like staples of the game. Very few things will have them. When does Gardrone get Elemental Burst? I've been wanting this to happen for a while. I think we have to change how the UI works though for that shop, or whatever you would call it. It's kind of a shop, right? We have to change it because it's not wide enough to require you to spend all of the items I want it to cost. Because it should probably cost you like 4 items to get that move, but the UI just isn't big enough to accommodate that many items. Soft Halter continues until swapping out is crazy. Seen some crazy Vintation sets. Well, I mean, hey, I'm glad Vintation is back in the meta. It has been a long time. Although, obviously, the number 1 Loomian right now is Lashent. Brain Exercise kind of makes sense on Pharoglyph, right? I don't know if I want to... Pharoglyph could, I guess, technically get Brain Exercise and Shadow Box. I'm not sure if it really needs it. Pharoglyph is a very good Loomian. It's just really rare, and it's pretty difficult to get max UPs on it. Although it's a lot easier now with all of these. But yeah, people still underestimate Pharoglyph. It is one of the best Loomians in the game. It is like straight up one of the best. Anyway, here's all of the progress I've done so far. We've gotten a pretty good amount of Titans. Mostly the freaking Morphezu, but I mean, okay. Of course, my favorite I have the least of. We've got a lot of normal fossils as well. Obviously, the rarest one being the fallen ones. I think we're like, I'm gonna get 999 on all of these fossils before I get like, I guess I'm kind of almost halfway there, but I'm probably gonna get like halfway for these. Yep, that's the plan. I've actually already got 999 of Petrolith A's. These are so much more common than these. Like, by the time I get one of these C or D, I have like 2 A's and 2 B's. So that's gonna be a little unfortunate. So yeah, there's a... So how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 8 because of this. I guess I'm gonna do 9,000. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna revive 1,000 of all of the fossils, except for these 2. I'm also gonna do 1,000 C's and then 1,000 D's. That means I have to grind 999 of A and B again, but these are really easy, so I don't mind. I think I'm also gonna do 2,000 spirals, just because this is a split evolution line. I might as well do like a brawny one and then a smart one. just because I can. And also, I'm probably gonna get another 1,000 of these before I get 1,000 of fawns anyway. Auto hunting needs to be added to the trench. No one goes down there pretty much. That is a straight cap. There are so many people mining, especially right now because we just updated it. What is your thoughts on the meta being broken beats broken? What do you mean? What does that mean? What's my secret to getting batteries? I just get tier them to spawn them all in. Because I was gonna buy them all anyway, so might as well just get them all spawned in. Make a new weather sandstorm? Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Not entirely too sure what I would do for it, though. I want to like make a weather increase one of your defensive stats. If I'm gonna go sandstorm low, I think I might lean more on the melee defense side rather than range defense. Although obviously that isn't like as good as it is in Pokemon because most like rock types already have a really high physical defense. So they would appreciate the range defense increase more. The meta is so restricting that the only top Loomians in the meta are broken Loomians, and it forces a boring meta game. I mean, yeah, we go into that cycle every now and then also like I try and flesh it out more. Obviously, like there's a lot of like specific strategies I want to try and flesh out a little bit more. Like obviously for like glass cannon type of Loomians, we don't really have that many, so I've tried to like implement more of them. Obviously, Land Torch is a very good glass cannon. So yeah. It's mostly just like trying to flesh all of the stuff out, and then also like introduce like more staples. Like for defensive Loomians, we have got like a few defensive Loomians, but not like anything that would be like new to the game. It's more like just replacing the old stuff. It's kind of like not necessarily power creeping, like Obsidian has been in the game for ever. I'm not like trying to power creep Obsidian. I just want to implement like alternate versions or like something different. Like Tundulin. Tundulin like a great example of Obsidian. Yes, technically Tundulin is like I guess a slightly power crept Obsidian because it has instant healing, but it has like different checks. Also, yeah, weather as well is like super new, so weather is gonna take a while to get used to. You're running out of gimmicks? I can always come with like more gimmicks. It's just I don't know if I wanna do any more gimmicks for a while. So yeah, I just don't know if I want to do any more gimmicks. And like, there's a lot of ideas that I have for like gimmicks where it's like, is that actually a good idea, or would that just like be like a trash one? Obviously, like a fairly recent gimmick that I've done is for Plasmoth, although it is very underpowered. Like nobody's gonna use it. Was it the recurrent ability? I think it's called. What's up, Gorilla? I reported to Stunts that you stole my Gleam Roamer. No! No! I think the answer to Karen's question would be an event like Sweet Retreat, a place where there's just new Loomians like 7 to 8 drop at once, which would shake things up. Not really, because whenever we do like event Loomians like that, like you think about all of the Sweet Retreats, most of them suck. I feel like whenever I'm doing like one Loomian at a time for an update, I am more I'm like, I'm not as worried if it ends up like breaking the game in some way, because like, yeah, but it's one Loomian, I can obviously find ways to nerf it pretty fast. But if it's like a whole group of things like Sweet Retreat Loomian, is like, I'm gonna like basically pre-nerf myself before the actual updates, just so I don't have to like fix 10 things at once. So yeah, I think like for Sweet Retreat, there's only like, what, 2 things? 2.5? Your Snack, very good Sweet Retreat Loomian, got lucky with that one. Because that actually wasn't going to exist ever, it was just going to be a reskin. So I guess actually that one's like the exception, because I had more time to just do that one alone. Swirl is broken out of my goddamn mind. And then the only other Sweet Retreat Loomian I can think of that is fairly good is Fishgana. I just like Fishgana. I guess actually Sea Drake isn't terrible either, but frick. Oh yeah, Nimri, I forgot about Nimri as well. Dang, there's a lot of Sweet Retreat Loomians thinking about it. There's actually a lot of them. But if you think about like the original Sweet Retreat, it was like what? Actually, what even were the original Sweet Retreat Loomians now? Oganosh, Spreeze. I think Snack was in the original one. What else was there in the original one? Oh, Mocho. Mocho was really good when it released. Spreezy was pretty alright at best. It wasn't like anything super good. And Hoganosh I don't think has ever really been used. So they're on Nimra. Like, Nimra is like, from release has been pretty good. Insulated Sea Drake under rain is genuinely so funny. I mean, hey, that sounds great. And then also you gotta like think about it as well, like obviously I joke around a lot saying like, oh, I'm clearly the best PvPer, guys, because I mean I literally make the game. But it's actually completely different. Because whenever I'm thinking of Loomians and like how I'm gonna like make a Loomian, I have obviously specific things in my mind that I want it to do. So my mind is like generally like locked in on this one thing, maybe 2 things that it could do. So I don't really like go out and explore what else it can do, because I've decided what I want it to do in my mind already. So as from the developer side, I am like basically nerfing myself, because I'm only looking at it from like one potential way. I can't, like, for Pyrolin, I never really thought it would be used as like a very clever tanky Loomian. For Volcaloa, that thing also was a very clever bulk Loomian for a while. Like, from like a developer standpoint, like, why would I look at that? Like, I just don't. So Gargolem is losing driving force. Yeah, I think driving. I'm gonna try empathize first, although driving force is probably also gonna be removed. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think Garagolem. I feel like more people are like actually planning around Garagolem now. But at the same time, it's not fun to like have to always bring something to deal with it. Literally no one uses Empathize, bro. I use Empathize Gargolem, people are sleeping on it. Like, Gargolem defense is so bulky, you can fairly easily take a like a Frost Beam from a Loomian that isn't ice typing. You can easily take like a coverage ice move, live it, and then empathize them back. Nice. You just got all of your health back, basically, and you do so much damage. Empathize Gargolem is like one of the best things it actually has. If you don't use it, you're sleeping on it. It is legitimately one of like the scarier things. It's good. Well, I mean, yeah, it's good, but it's also with everything else that it has. It's like, you can't ignore it, otherwise it's going to start driving force it, but if you also go for the big damage moves on it immediately, you also got to be scared about it empathizing you. Yeah, like Empires is a scary option that I don't think it should have. It just has too much it can do. I don't mind if it loses driving force. Obviously, people are like, oh, but it gets rid of all of its damage. It doesn't do damage anymore. It's meant to be defensive. It's meant to be the defense form, not the damage form. Like, Gargolem defense legitimately does more damage than attack a Gargolem. Yeah, I think we're going to make it so Flare is going to be 60 base power, and if the opponent switches, it doesn't double in strength, because technically if you switch, you're moving first. Technically. Himber is now going under the radar. Nah, I don't think Himber is going under the radar. Himber is just not super great. There are so many better ice types. Isn't Flare only if you get hit first the move first? No. Flare doubles in power, I think, if the opponent goes before you move, I think. Do I already have 999 of these? Am I dumb? How many Titans I've got so far? I think, like, probably like 150 out of 3,000. So, yeah. It's a little rough. That's like, what, 5%? Done. Volcolo is one of the worst Loomians. I mean, Volcolo's had its moments. Obviously, it hasn't like really got that much base stats to work with, which is why with PvP 2.0, I am buffing a lot of Loomians. Like, everything is getting a more base stats to work with. Volcolo needs Boiling Press? No, it doesn't. We don't need to turn Boiling Press into Deep Freeze. Too many things have Deep Freeze. I don't mind Volcolo getting Outburst. I want to test it low first with Monkey Madness. Any plans to change Gargolem's ability? I don't really want to change Gargolem's ability, but at the same time, I mean, I could. I mean, I guess I could. I think the ability is fine, though. What is the most dangerous roamer in the entire game? The most dangerous, the best roamer in the game? Right now, probably Metronet or Cephalops, I think. Glissadia isn't like super, like it's still good, but it's not as good as it was. Harem's complain about Drudge, Solbus, Joltooth having Earthquake. Joltooth is going to be losing either Earthquake or Drudge. If Joltooth didn't get a Soul Burst, I would probably remove Earthquake. But since it got a Soul Burst, I think removing Drudge is probably the better idea. If it didn't get the Soul Burst, I think it could probably keep Drudge. Because it got the Soul Burst, I think Drudge is actually the problem now. I mean, it could lose both. I mean, technically. It could lose both, but I don't think we have to go that far on it. I mean, yeah, I give the, I give Soul Burst Joltooth so much speed. I gave it so much. But yeah, I think I did a pretty good job in making Joltooth a pretty nice side grades, not necessarily. It's kind of an upgrade for like late game cleaning, but it's not in terms of like just raw damage output. Kind of similar to a Solbrus Metronet. Normal Metronet is technically better. It does everything better. It's tankier. It has staying power. Although the only good thing that Solbrus Metronet has over it is late game cleaning. It's kind of like in the same fields. What does Guerrilla Tactics do? It's basically like, think of like the choice items, like choice bands, choice scarf. It's basically that, but as an ability. Can I give Fishgana Muck Blast? Fishgana doesn't need it. Fishgana is actually, I would say, very well balanced. It could definitely use like maybe one or two more things, but I don't think it needs Muck Blasts. I don't think it really needs anything offensively. Buff Gummy to block alert moves? Nah, it's fine. Like I said, I think Fishgana is in a nice, balanced spot. It's not like too underwhelming, it's not too overbearing. It's just a nice, well balanced if the meta wasn't so doo-doo. I mean, we definitely have like, there's like bumps in the meta. Like some metas are pretty like nice. Some metas are a little bit overwhelming. I think Cosmere makes sense to get 2 metal moves. I mean, Cosmere can get more moves now. I am fine, I think, with giving it Fire Slam, so it can hit metal types. Obviously, though, the correct version doesn't need Fire Breath. If I give it Fire Slam, I don't think it needs anything like Pyrokinesis or Fire Breath. I'm just talking about melee moves specifically. Give Terradescent coverage against metal? Nah. Terradescent is, I would still say pretty scary. Although Terradescent, like, is held back by the fact that it basically needs to click Drudge. If you don't click Drudge on Terradescent, it is a little bit, who cares? So you're kind of, like, forced to have to click Drudge as soon as it enters the fields. I think Terradescent is fine, though. Cramboss needs something. I mean, Cramboss is just awkward. Like, it's not really fast enough. It doesn't really hit hard enough. It's not really bulky enough. Like, its stats are overall fine, but that's it. It's just fine. It's nothing. It doesn't excel at one specific thing. But yeah, for a Cramboss buff, you'll have to wait until Christmas again. I don't really like buffing the event Loomians unless their events is like coming soon or nerfing them as well. Unless you can rally them. So I guess you can actually rally Cramboss, so I guess I could just do it whenever. Ravenous is good ability. I think the abilities are fine. I think it's just lacking a couple of moves. I just don't really want to give it power to like Ice Shard. I feel like that'd be a pretty bad idea. Because then you can just completely get rid of its speed. Just run like a bulky one with frick, what is Belly Drum called in this game again? I haven't used a Cramboss for so long, I don't remember what the name is. Battle Chime? I think it's Battle Chime, right? So yeah, I don't think Ice Shard is a good idea. Can I change Arceus' secret ability to heat summon? Oh, you mean Arceus? Arceus? Nah. Nah, I don't think the dragons need weather summoning abilities. They're not meant to be weather Loomians. Also, this is how I'm going to do weather abilities, by the way. So, for like, let's say, for example, Heatwave. Heatwave has Billiforge, the weather Loomian. It has Soulburst Crackaloa with the ability as well. So this is how I'm going to do it. The Weather Loomian is going to also have the summoning ability. I will give one Soul Burst the Heat Wave summoning ability, so we already did it. So no more Soul Burst will ever get Heat Wave summon. And I'm going to give one normal Loomian Heat Wave summon. I think that's how I'm going to balance the weathers. So in theory, only 3 Loomians will ever have a weather summoning ability. So Billiforge already has it for its the weather Loomian. We already have a Soul Burst for Heatwave summon. And I think maybe one more normal Loomian. I think that's fair. The normal Loomian though will probably get it as a secret ability, by the way. So Billiforge has it as a normal ability. Soul Burst abilities are unique, so whatever. So I think if I give it to a null or normal Loomian, it'll be secret ability. I think that's fair. Because Billiforge is only really good on like Bane of Haste teams, to be honest. Right now, I would say it's pretty weird to use it. It's kind of same though for Soulburst Crackaloa as well, though. Kind of the same. Frick, how did I miss that? Hyrule? No, absolutely not. I don't think that every Vari evolution needs to be a weather summoner or abuser. I don't mind changing a couple of Limlo, like Wendelin and Zephyllon. Like Wendelin, I mean, if you think about Wendelin, it is, I would say, pretty iconic for Wendigo to have Gloomy. Also, Kriliquin of the 5, hear me out. Perfect name for a Jolteon. Hooker, like eating lemons. I'm not sure if I personally like the idea of that name. I definitely don't think Lando and Tyradum are going to do that. Also, I don't name the Loomians. Like, for Loomians, I don't even touch them. Well, like, I can name some moves. I, like, give every move, like, a beta name, just so I can refer to it. But yeah, I don't know about that. I have a feeling Lando and Tyradum are not going to like that name. Also, clearly a big noob. Will other Loomians get party tricks? What do you mean? What do you mean party tricks? Give Mawamurk Power Napper or Rain Summon? Nah, I don't think it needs to. Also, it's a Loomian that double. It gets doubly buffed from Rain, so I'm gonna pass. I don't think the normal Loomian for like Rain, for example, should be able to get double buffed from it. That seems kind of dumb. Actually, I take that back. It seems really, really, really dumb. Like, Charonix technically gets double buff from Fog, but that's an exception because it's already Spirit, so it already ignores it anyway. That one I don't mind, but that's going to be like the exception rather than like the rule. Also, could look another two. Jolteon like the Pokemon, not Loomian, you goober. You said Thunderstorm. Oh, I must have misread it, line. I guess we're all talking about weathers, and I thought you were talking about Thunderstorm. I did not read that right. Perfect name for a Jolteon Pucker, like eating lemons. Why for a Jolteon? I'm even more confused now. Why do you even bring up Jolteon? I'm so confused. Also, clearly a big noob again. Salty Fungus Curse? Yeah. I don't know if it'd really use it low, to be honest. It doesn't benefit at all from it. What's up, Quarta? How's it going? Is Soulburst Joltooth getting nerfed? Yeah, it's gonna lose Drudge one day. I don't know when. Not entirely too sure. Like, do you think Soulburst Joltooth is broken right now? Well, Joltooth and Soulburst Joltooth. Would you say it's like, it's to the point where it's like pretty broken? It is definitely overwhelming, but if we compare it to like other Loomians, I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world. I guess, I mean, I could nerf it with rainbow events. A smart Jolto player doesn't need Soulburst straight away. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's why I didn't like my video. And that's how, like, how I explained it. Like, Soulburst Joltooth isn't, like, an ordinary, like, upgrade Soulburst. It's, like, an extension of normal Joltooth. You want to abuse a living heck out of normal ambush Joltooth, and then once you've done your damage, then you Soulburst for, like, the late game. People lead off with it so much and think it's not broken. I mean, yeah, I mean, if I can get Joltooth in at the very start of the game and I just start clicking ambush boosted things, I'm leading off with it like every time, basically. Although I want to try and get some Bobs down. I always lead every battle with trying to be greedy and get as like many layers Bobs as possible. I need to like give more things Icicle Trap. More things definitely need Icicle Trap because, my gosh, that would definitely help somewhat for Gargolem defense at least. These be like more options. It's just, like, logically speaking, not many things really make sense with freaking Icicle Trap. What Loomian would you think is the best candidate for a Soulburst Weather ability? What Soulburst do we even have right now? I mean, Krakaloa obviously got Heatwave Summon. None of these make sense to get a Weather summoning ability. Skellig makes a lot of sense for Rain Rush, but I think that's it. I don't think any of these make sense with it. The only Loomian I'm pretty like confident for Soulburst is to get in one is Zulong. If Zulong gets a Soulburst, it is 1,000,000% getting Thunderstorm Summon as its ability. Unless I come up with another great ability for it. Like right now, if Zulong got a Soulburst right now, it would get Thunderstorm Summon. Pretty sure I have 999 of those. I don't think I need those anymore. I need the C and D parts. Of course, Zero Track to the Noodle. I mean, Zulong just makes too much sense with it. I mean, one of Zulong's move is literally called Storm Summon. I mean, yeah. It kind of makes too much sense to not do it. Give Cosmere Drudge? I don't think Cosmere needs Drudge. I think that's going a little overkill. Yeah, Cosmere definitely got a very big nerf. I don't think that means we need to immediately buff it back to glory. Solar Punch Seadrake. Nah. Nah, I think Chienta is good having that move only right now. I don't know if I want to give that to anything else. Who needs Soulburst Prope? I mean, hey, I'm down. I am down. Fix your sleep schedule? Yeah, it's only like 1 AM for me. That's not too bad. My go-to, my perfect sleep schedule is like 3 AM, 6 AM. Oh, no. Is 3 AM or 4 AM I go to bed, and then I wake up at 10 AM. That is my ideal sleep schedule. I just never follow it. Genuine question, do you enjoy signature moves? It's not really that I enjoy them, it's just, I make a move specifically, let's say for example Solar Punch with Chienta. I made Solar Punch specifically with Chienta in mind, and then thinking about who else could get it, it's really like, okay, actually, no one else really makes sense, so I guess it's never gonna be given out. I mean, it's like Battle Chime Crown Boss. I mean, I did give it out to, Hoganosh. Like, whenever I release a brand new move, especially if it's like an evolution move, it's generally gonna be a signature for a long time. And then if I'm like, yeah, this Loomian makes sense with this move, then I'll start handing them out. But if it's like a brand new Loomian, I would rather make it like a signature move for a while. Like, for example, Geyser is never being given out. Like, nothing needs Geyser. It's like the weather summoning moves or Loomians. Like Deladrix's Douse, which is basically just like a Feroblast clone. So nothing else is gonna get that one. Like, Plasmoth having... Is it Power Surge, I think? I think it's called Power Surge. That's basically Discharge. Nothing else is gonna get that. There definitely like are some exceptions, like lows that will never be given out. And I think that's completely fine. Why not? Because those are like some of like the more like kind of unfair, kind of broken in the wrong hands. Especially Geyser. We do not need things burning everything. And I mean, like, Power Draw is basically just like, or Power Surge is kind of like the exact same as Geyser, but for paralyzers. I'm excited for Impersonate Maraith. That'll be good with that move. I'm not entirely too sure about that, but it'll definitely be fun to use. Hopefully. I think Geyser is fine as a signature, but I think the Weather Loomian signature should get distributed. No, because I make those in mind with the intentions of never being given out. So I don't agree. I think the Weather signature should remain signatures. There's no reason to give those ones out because those are generally some like the better moves. Now I'm not saying I won't like make alternate versions like Feroblast and Douse is literally a 1-to-1, just like one's bug, one's water. I don't mind making like alternate versions like that, but that specific like Douse is not going to be given out. Oh yeah, Impersonate can use Soul moves. I kind of forgot about that. I think it's fine though. It's kind of funny. Will Allure Loomians get party tricks? Bro, I don't know what party tricks mean. What do you mean party tricks? What are you talking about? Oh, oops, there's something else in here. Yeah, like T-Song is a great example. Oh, Soulburst Icicle's ability? I thought you were talking about like a move. Like, I can't think of a move called Party Tricks. I was like thinking, is he talking about like Bagger Tricks? And he's just like miswording it? Like, what is he trying to say? Okay, an ability, no. Nothing else is going to be getting Party Trick. Party Trick is a very broken ability. I still think people are underestimating Soulburst Icicle. People like go on about like, oh yeah, like Soulburst Eruptodon is like one of the best, if not the best Soulburst. I don't know. Soulburst Icicle is, I would say arguably the best soul bursts. At least for double battles. Single battles, yes, still very strong, but obviously not as strong as it is in doubles. So yeah, I think Soul Burst Icicle legitimately might be better than Eruptodon. Once Eruptodon loses its Hellstorm, I legitimately think Icicle will be the best Soul Burst, and nobody can argue with that. Icicle is legitimately so good. In before Joltooth. I mean, Joltooth is pretty broken, but I don't think it's like Soul Burst Joltooth that makes it broken. I think it's just like, with how good normal Joltooth is, like, it's basically just normal Joltooth, but now it has just 40 more speed. What if Revenine got a Soul Burst where it sets up Fog? I'm not entirely sure about that one. Because it's already going to get an ability where it will get double speed in Fog as a normal ability. I do know that some people wanted me to give Revenine a Heatwave summon, or Heatwave abusing ability, but I think it makes more sense for Fog, seeing it's a Symmetry Loomian. Was my favorite defensive car? My best defensive car is making the entire team weak to Mutagon or Protogon, and then just slapping Meditoad on my team to prevent me from losing to him. That's what I used to do a lot of time, is like, oh, I made a team really, really weak to Mutagon and Protogon. Ah well, better bring Meditoad again. Give Soulburst Crackaloa pivots, it'll make it so good. Yeah, but Soulburst Crackaloa is already getting Hellstorm. I don't think it necessarily needs a pivoting move right now. Let's give it a little while, and let's see how it does with Hellstorm first. I mean, setting up heat and then also be able to like Hellstorm in one turn is pretty brutal. At what level in the future will the event roamers get signatures? I actually don't know. That's why I just haven't given any of them any yet, because I didn't want to think about it. So whenever I'm not lazy, I guess. I don't know, like maybe like level 75, we'll say. So in like what, 20 years? But Florence? Soulburst 1 is fine. I actually still like Soulburst Florence. I think I've legitimately used Soulburst Florent more than any other Soulburst whenever I've done PvP. Like, that is actually my go-to Soulburst, because people just really don't expect you to have a Soulburst Florence, or just a Florent in general. So people don't really like bring anything to really like answer it. So I just get free damage. It's like, oh, you brought a Luminame? Well, I know most of those don't really run Frost Beam, so I'm getting a nice meaty Mega Chomp in there. Soulburst Eruption is overrated? Nah. Soulburst Riptoni is very scary. Mainly, I would say, because of Hellstorm. Luminami runs Shade Pearl, doesn't it? True, but I mean, I got Soulburst move as well. Mostly depends on like what their team is weak to. I said Megatron because Dark is pretty balanced, totally. Most Luminamis run Frostbeam. I thought most Luminamis were melee still. Do Luminamis not run melee builds anymore? Like Flash and Flee, Wave Wrecker, Megachomp. They're mixed? Oh, so what do they run now then? Is it like Megachomp for Tatab, Flash and Flee to pivots, Frost Beam, or pull? We already have Megachomp for plants. Oh, Wave Wrecker and Frost, okay. Oh, I guess Frost Beam is for... Frick, what's the Earth Fish? Dokamara, maybe? Thundertrump if you really hate Strasser. I mean, that's fair. Oh, Lashant. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so if I nerf Lashant to the point where people don't run Frostbeam on Luminami anymore, that's a buff for Florence. Damn it. Am I gonna buff Nautilect? I mean, eventually. It's just I don't really know what moves to give it right now. So it's fine. I don't mind some Looms being pretty weak right now. Obviously, they can get buffed later down the line. It's not like I'm rushing to buff everything. Lashant ability change, Joltooth, Legend Drudge, and Flare change should happen next update. I mean, yeah, a lot of those are probably going to happen with Lumunity. Like the Flare change, I'm going to try and get implemented as soon as possible because it just is not fun going against a Flare user. Joltooth as well, it's not really fun going against a Soulburst Joltooth. What am I doing with Flare? Flare is going to become 60 base power instead of 70. And then also, if you switch, the power doesn't increase, which I think is fair. I mean, technically, if you switch, you're technically not going first as the Lawn Torch. The base power change isn't needed. I don't know. Why not just do both? Why not just do both? No, Titans are gonna stay at 650. I made Titans specifically with 650 in mind. There was one point where I was like thinking, I could technically buff these. But I think after I thought about it a little bit, I was like, nah. I'm just gonna make them with 650 intended. The only thing I would really do for them anyway is like buff their less used or non-used offensive stats, so yeah, I don't think it really matters. Will Perope get a buff? Totally, I'm down. I am so down. How do I buff Prope low? What do I do with Prope to buff it? You ignore me, bro? I'm not ignoring you. I just physically don't see your message. Oh. Give me a Gamma, Alpha, and Gamma, please. Oh, give me a Boonary, Alpha, and Gamma? No. No. Why would I give you free Gammas? If I give you a Gamma, and everyone else is going to start asking for one. Also, I legitimately don't think I have any to give away. Hydroblast Arapago. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Will my precious Choo-Choo ever get teamwork? I'm gonna give teamwork out sometime soon. I don't really know who else needs it. I also want to flesh out doubles a little bit more. I actually think doubles is really, really entertaining, especially like from a video standpoint. There's just a lot more going on, so you gotta like actually think about it, everything a little bit more. It's just a shame that the average community for PvP just doesn't want to touch doubles. And I don't blame them, because right now it is not a great experience. I'm also like still trying to work out some of the kinks that aren't good. Yeah, like Lamp Purge, obviously. Yeah, especially like right now it isn't worth preparing for. I think doubles would actually be really, really fun though, once we get like dream teams. Like dream teams, I mean, hey, more people would be down to like test doubles, because they don't have to spend an entire week going for a team that they might only use once. Don't nerf Lashent. I think I'm just gonna take away Ambush and give it Petrifying instead. It already has like 2 abilities that are power based, so I mean I don't really mind taking away its 3rd power ability for a more defensive ability. I think Petrifying's fine. Take Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate is not the problem. Ambushes. Petrifying isn't exactly straight out killing Lashent. It's giving it more options, but it is killing its damage output. Lashent's transition to Lando T is almost here. No! But yeah, I mean, it's killing its damage output. I think that's the only thing that we're gonna deal with. Is if I kill Lashent's damage output, I think that's the best for everyone. That means more switch-ins. That means there's like more things to deal with it. Although it does open more potential. Ooh. Like you can also, if you like, basically how you're running Ambush Lashent right now, you're just gonna change it to Watcher. That's it. Easy peasy done. Obviously, if you're running it in Fog, you're gonna run Gloomy. And if you want like a defensive one, okay, well now you got Petrifying. So it actually gives it a little bit more. I'm gonna say right here. Right. It was down the bottom. Would it be possible to get a new Loomian in PvP 2.0? What do you mean a new Loomian? In like what regards? Because I mean we get new Loomians like all the time. I don't think we need one specifically for PvP 2.0. Why do Dawn and Dusk exist? Because they're just like throwaway abilities that are pretty easy to think of. Even if nobody really uses them, they have potential to do something. Although, the main issue is nobody really does doubles. When do you think PvP 2.0 will come? No idea. Not up to me at all. We gotta work on like a lot of back-end stuff, which is taking a little bit longer than we would have liked, but we're still making some pretty good progress. Like a matchmaking system, for example. There's like a lot of back-end stuff we gotta do for ranked mode and stuff. The main issue that was Brick Bronze's ranked was it was awful. Because the leaderboard for Brick Bronze ranked was just filled with people that would battle people on their alt accounts, and then they would fight their main accounts with their alt accounts so they could just easily farm points without actually needing to risk their leaderboard placements. So to negate that, we want to make a matchmaking system that will make it a lot harder or impossible to just boost yourself. Also, Acrylicum of the two. Help me decide if I buy a Build-A-Bear Jolteon. I mean, that's easy, why not? That's an easy, why the heck not? Oh, baby, that is what we like to see. But yeah, before ranked in like PvP 2.0, we want to go pretty hard on it, so we're definitely like nowhere near like finishing it, because there's like just so much more that we want to add on to it. Not everything might be released on release, it depends on like if we want to like do anything else like last minute, but we've got like some pretty big ideas for it. Also, I can't go too much into detail, but a big one is matchmaking. My hands. A big one though is matchmaking. Matchmaking is very ideal to have for this. Phantom Blast Wendelin, I would be down. A second transforming Loomian like Boonerang? I don't know about that. Although I will say, I'm not going to give like any details on it. Boonery had like a completely different design originally. It was not like a computer virus. Actually, no, that's Elephage. Boonery is like kind of like a... What even is Boonery? Like a ghost computer kind of thing? It had a completely different design. It was not like a computerized ghost. Like a code ghost, glitch code. I mean, yeah, something like that. How do you think they'll do a event soul burst for ranks? Do you think they'll add all of the event soul burst to a shop? I'm not sure actually. I think event soul burst would be fine. I don't know. I actually don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I think event soul bursts are fine. If you don't have them yourself, sucks to suck. Just get better, I guess. Will Prevo get a stat increase? Yes, I will probably do a stream. That'll probably come after PvP 2.0 low. I want to mostly focus on like the fully evolved ones once those are done. Once those are in the game, then I'll worry about the prevos. Originally I wanted to do both at the same time, but I'm not sure if the end of the fully evolved ones are overkill. So I'd rather wait for those first. Just so I can see more, like, if they're fine. Shadowbox Icigool. I don't think it really needs it, though. I mean, Icigool is already so freaking good. But yeah, anyway, for like the first season of ranked PvP, I am just down just to make it anything goes. Yes, you can even use metronets and cephalops just to see how it goes. The first season is like a test season, just make sure everything's working. So I think I would be fine with just letting it be, use whatever you want. Obviously there will be like a couple of rules, like there's going to be an item clause like there is in competitive battles. There's going to be a species clause, so you can't bring 5 Lashents or 5 metronets. Like, stuff like that will exist, but I don't think I'm going to worry about a ban system for the first season. Although, that doesn't mean I'm going to leave metronets and cephalops how they are. Cephalops is going to change with Aquajaws. Metronet's a little bit harder to nerf, I'm not going to lie. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to do about it, but hopefully I can think of something. It's mostly just sleep, right? I think Metronet's biggest issue is Hypnotize, which is already planned to get nerfed with PvP 2.0. Hypnotize and Snoss Balls is just becoming Yawn, basically. Just add a sleep clause. I'm against that. I'm against that. I don't think I need to start adding clauses for literally everything. Will Appetite be banned? For the first season, no. Appetite, obviously on Swirl, is pretty scary. But hey, at least Cosmior on the leash can't steal it anymore, right? Appetite Dorigo. I mean, obviously, yeah. But I mean, it isn't still anywhere near as scary as Cosmior. But also, like, this will give me, like, a good, like, basis to, like, figure out, okay, is Cephalops and Metronet actually broken? Like, if I look at... Also, that's another thing that I want to do. I want to have, stats for all of the battles. Like, okay, if I go to Tyradem at, like, the end of Season 1, okay, what is the most popular Loomians? What is, like, the most wins with a Loomian? What is, like, the most losses with a Loomian? I want, like, all of the stats. That'll give me, like, enough information to, like, determine, like, okay, Metronets, Swirl, Cephalops are very clearly big problems. They are used on, like, 90% of teams, and they have, like, a 60% win rate or whatever. Like, that would also let me know immediately, like, okay, these are way too goods. Make the opponent able to see your nicknames. I actually disagree with that. I think if you're battling against someone, you shouldn't see their nicknames. This is my one gripe with Doodle World. There are way too many reskins, and if you're battling against someone, you also can see their nicknames. So if you do, and also on top of that, with the amount of tints, if I see a Doodle in Doodle World that has a reskin tint and a nickname, I have no idea what Doodle it actually is, because I completely forgot. Especially the, what are they called? The Flasket evolution line? There's like 4 Flasket evolutions. They all look very similar, just like with a couple of color changes. So yeah, giving them all like reskins, tints, and nicknames, it makes it impossible to like know what you're battling against. So honestly, I'm not a fan of nicknames. Yeah, I've seen like people in chat say like make nicknames toggleable. How about it doesn't need to be? How about you get to see your own nickname and nobody else sees your nicknames? Like, there is literally no reason for you to see other people's nicknames. Like, there's literally no reason. Also, you're gonna get like the weird people that make really weird nicknames that are like either racist or whatever, or just like promoting like some cheating website to download like cheats for the game. So honestly, just based on that alone, no, you're not getting that. And I would say that as a promise. You're not getting a feature like that. Do you think that event items such as Sweet Jazz and Bouquets will get added to the PvP shop? I actually have another idea. I kind of want to change the event shops and make every event shop for these PvP items the exact same. So, for example, let's say, for example, like the Halloween events. For the Halloween event shop, obviously you can buy like what your gummies, your Halloween discs. However, what if we also just add in every PvP item into them? So from the Halloween event shop, you can... Well, actually, is there even any PvP items in the Halloween shop? I don't think there is. So why not just add in like the milkshake, chocolate bar, and whatever else into every event shop? So Halloween has milkshake and chocolate bar. Every Christmas event will have milkshake and chocolate bar as well. I think that'll be fine. Maybe even go a step further and say, why not make every event have all of the evolution items as well? Although that might be pushing it a little bit. I think that'll be a good idea. I guess we'll see. Give Wiki Odd Husk? I don't know about that. Is Salchi gonna get a range version of Drudge? Salchi does not need it. With the amount of coverage that Salchi has, Salchi does not need it. I think I said Wiki is getting compliant or something like that. It's been a couple of weeks, and also the list is huge. Give us fake out already? Bro, you already have it. I just haven't given it out to anything else yet. Also, like, Raguna's gonna get preemptive strike. Haven't really thought about what else is gonna get it low. Chase down Vari? Nah, I don't think every Vari needs chase down. I'm gonna say no thanks. That does not sound fun. Yes, Lashent's secret ability is being changed to petrifying. That is pretty, like, set in stone now. So if you want to start preparing for and get a new secret ability Lashent's, waiting for petrifying, I will be changing Lashent's ability with Lumunity. Okay? So you got, like, what, 13 days? You got 13 days, 12 days, like 12, 13 days to get your new Lashent's already prepared. Thunder Crash Oxydrake? Honestly, not a terrible idea. I'll think about it. I need to make a new electric type move that isn't Thunder Crash. I need to make a new one. I just haven't really thought about it. And every time that I do think about it, I'm like, okay, I'll save that for later. But whenever we get a new electric type Loomian, and then I forget. Thunderclap ain't a signature, by the way. Oh yeah, Elephage has it. But still, isn't like Thunderclap 80 base power? It's not like super great. Also, doesn't really make sense for a lot of Loomians to really have it. Like, even Joltooth having Thunderclap is a little bit weird, but it's still like, it kinda makes sense. How did I miss that? Will Lumala's ability be fixed? I'll look into it. If I remember. Do you think they'll add a new game mode for PvP in 2.0? Such as 1v1v1? No. With how much time like we're taking on doing like a matchmaking system, then no. We're not also gonna look into new game modes. Oh, I didn't realize I only had one more click. No! The Titan fossil. should definitely have a notepad open. Yeah, but when I forget that I even have the notepad, so notepads just don't help. I've tried them in the past and I just forget that I even have them. I mean, yeah, Maytoad makes sense with it, but I mean, it's still gonna be using the range attacking set. They're actually thinking about it. There really aren't that many Electro-type Loomians that would even use Thunderclap. Or makes sense to have it. Like, Zulong doesn't. Eliguana doesn't. I guess Halvantic does, but I don't know if I want to do that. Will the dragons have their secret ability changed? You're talking about Glissadia and Azeroth? No, they're staying. I'm just waiting for a freeze version of Raging Flame so they can actually use them efficiently. I kind of want to see Sweet Retreat return. I mean, there's always time. There's always a lot of time. We're only like, what, halfway? Not even halfway through the year yet, right? We are? Wouldn't halfway through the year be like at the end of the month, not the start of this month? Like, we've just finished the 5th month, so that's not halfway. Zip-Zap makes more sense for Whipple Drift because it's a cotton ball. I don't think every weather summoner needs pivot. I don't think that's necessary. I think every weather should have at least one pivoter. So, Char-Onyx already pivots for Fog. We don't necessarily need any of the other Fog summoners to have pivoting options. It has Pivot, Bequeath, Tribute, nice. You know what I mean, like Fade Away or Flash and Flee. Like, Billaforge and Whippledrift don't really make sense to pivot. So they would get, like, other options in order to abuse and help, like, teammates out for, like, doubles, but for singles? I mean, I guess they can also, like, just get the extending items, I guess. That would make it more viable. The main issue is weather only lasts 5 turns, which is pretty bad without a pivot option. Once we have the extending weather items, then I mean we're looking good. Then it doesn't really matter as much. Any planned buffs or nerfs on moves for Plasmoth? Yeah, there's a lot of changes planned. I'm not gonna go over it right now because I'm not entirely too sure when it's gonna come out, but there's a lot of them. I just can't remember them all off the top of my head. I've like said them so many times though. Is Volcaloa gonna be at a big buff? I want to give it Monkey Madness as an ability, which is basically just get that small like it. Monkey Madness, which is basically just guerrilla tactics. Monkey Madness, hey, it's a RuneScape quest, okay. That was one of like the harder or like the go-to quests in RuneScape. That was like the milestone, like yes, I finally did it. It takes so long to even get the qualifications for that quest. The quest is pretty long, and once you finish the quest, it gives you so many good rewards. Do I still play Pokemon Go? Not as much, to be honest. Like, not much. I might like check it like once every couple of days. The game kind of got boring since no one else really plays it anymore. Like, it's not even worth me getting on Pokemon Go now, like, every day. Like, if I go and, like, take over a gym, that gym might be... someone else might not take it over again for, like, a few days. So, yeah. There really isn't any reason for me to play every day now. They got a resurgence a couple months ago. I mean, I don't know why they nerfed the, oh, frick, what are they called? Those raid things? Let me just look at them. What are they called? Is it raid tickets? Oh, remote raid passes. I don't know why they nerfed remote raid passes. Who, like, literally, what is the downside of letting people do as many raids as they want from their bedroom? Like literally, what is the downside? There isn't. People get to play the game now more accessibly, and the game is making a hell of a lot of money. Like, bro. Like, why? They literally, like, by nerfing the raid passes, they literally did two things. They, screwed themselves over in terms of how much money they make, and they also shot themselves in the foot because now not that many people actually play the game anymore, because most people use remote raids. So, great. They really said, here, I'll take 2 bullets, and I'm gonna shoot myself twice. They literally said something along the lines of, yes, we know it'll hurt business-wise, but it'll interfere less with our vision for the game. Well, the vision for the game freaking sucks. Also, do you know why I know it's a complete lie? Like, yes, we know it'll hurt business-wise, but it interferes with our vision of the game. They're straight up lying, because, you know, like, whenever they do, like, a new season or something, like a seasonal quest, recently, they've actually changed them. So those, like, seasonal quest things that like make you do, well, now generally you have to buy them. What is it, like the weekends, like Sunday, frick, what is it, what community days, like the community day like quests that you usually get, they used to be free. Now you have to buy them. Yeah, like timed research ticket, like why? So that is straight up cap. If your envision was like, yeah, let's just put everything behind a paywall even harder, great, they did it. So they've actually did 3 things bad for the game. People can't play Pokemon Go now from their home, which obviously not everyone can go outside and do. They made it so they're earning less money from the game, and now also the people that still do play the game now have to pay in order to actually get quests in order to actually play the game. So yeah, and also yeah, apparently like change avatars. I don't know what they're doing, man. Like I literally don't know how you can make such a fumble. Like that fumble is like the biggest fumble of like gaming history. Like Pokemon Go's downfall like needs to be recorded because or like documented because Pokemon Go's downfall is like the biggest downfall in gaming history. It is like right up there with Call of Duty. Give Choo Choo Cotton Guard. I don't like triple boosting moves, so no. So is PvP 2.0 release in parts? I think it's going to be the whole thing. I'm not entirely sure. Oh yeah, Zip Zap MM. I don't know if that's going to come with the Lumunity thing, because we got quite a bit to do for that. So I don't really want to take much away from development time just to add in a move manual. It's not going to be like super difficult to obviously do it, but it's like, don't want to really like distract workflow just for that. Make tail glow and give it to only melee attackers? Still no. I'm not doing it. I do not want triple boosting moves. Will we ever get snow ever? I mean, yeah, I am down for like snow, sand, like a sunny day type of thing, and like, I don't know, like an eclipse or something for a nighttime. I am down with more weathers. Although, if we did have like snow and sandstorm, I don't really know what the effects would be. I might just go like the Pokemon route where I make like snow. Although I guess actually flipped. I think Sandstorm in Pokemon increases Rock types special defense by 50%, and Snow in Pokemon, not Hail, Snow in Pokemon increases Ice types physical defense by 50%. I think if I were gonna do lows, I would actually flip it. So Snow would increase range defense for Ice types, and Sandstorm would increase Earth types melee defense by 50%. I think I would actually do it the opposite way around, which also isn't nearly as good because a lot of Earth types generally have more melee defense. But, I don't think Earth-type Loomians and Ice-type Loomians need to be bulky on both sides of the spectrum. I think it would be fine just to make them tankier on their generally go-to defense. I think that's fair. Ice-type change would be good, but Earth one seems a bit meh. I mean, we can always, like, change them if they don't really work out. But I want to, like, go over, like, some alert, like, obviously, like, a lot of the weathers in the game right now are, like, mostly damage-based. Thunderstorm is a weird one, because I don't really know exactly how to make that one different, to be honest. Like, Thunderstorm is pretty, like, yeah, damage-based, or accuracy, or energy. Or, like, Sand and Ice, Snowstorm makes a lot of sense for, like, just buffing defenses, to be honest. I guess, actually, yeah, Wind increases speed. So I think it'll be fine. So yeah, I don't really know what else Sandstorm on Snowstorm would do low. Like, in Snow, do I make it so bug types take damage at the end of every turn? Although Ice is already good against bugs, so that'll just be like Heat Wave all over again, where that isn't really doing much. Bug types just die. That's it. Bug types just become frozen upon entering the battlefields. Bug types don't need the nerf. Yeah, but for like a snow weather, I mean, it kind of makes sense to be like bugs get some type of nerf. I don't want to do like Sandstorm in Pokemon, like where everything takes damage. I think that's a little overkill. Remove the energy regen in Snow and Sand. Not a terrible idea, but I don't know if I want to like mess up energy like that bad. Snow boost Dark, and maybe Sandstorm boost Metal. I don't think they need a buff. It would be like a nerf. It's like think about like Rain and Heat Wave. Heat Wave already increases fire types by 50%, so there doesn't need to be another buff necessarily. Why did you make Plasmoth trash when you voted for Thunderstorm Weather? Bro, Plasmoth is not trash. I don't know who's been saying that, but Plasmoth is actually not bad. Singles is a little bit lacking, I would say, but for doubles, Plasmoth is like the best Loomian in the game for doubles. Like how much utility it has. That's a little bit far, not obviously the best, but it is definitely up there. It is definitely up there for one of the better doubles Loomians. Not gonna like who plays doubles. Bro, but I mean, you're saying it is like actual trash, but I'm giving you an example on like where it's good, and you're just like saying, I don't play doubles though, so actually it doesn't matter, it's still trash. It's like, okay, you don't play doubles, but like I know at least 2 people that play doubles. Like, how am I meant to flesh out and make doubles actually viable if you guys are just trashing on doubles, saying who plays it, so why even try and balance doubles? Nobody plays it, so why try and make it a format that people actually might want to play? Like, bro, use your brains. If I'm not trying to constantly improve doubles, then yeah, nobody will play doubles. Yeah, for Little Cup, I do want to make a change. I'm gonna make it so level 5 battles use level 50 energy. Can I grab this? Please! Yes! I don't like it, therefore it's bads. Yep. Yep. You're saying weather is only good in no, I didn't say weather is only good in doubles. I specifically said I don't think it's worthwhile using weather in singles right now, because 5 turns in singles is basically nothing. To me, personally, I don't think it's really worth investing in right now. 5 turns in doubles is way more beneficial than singles. I'm not saying you can't use weather in singles, I'm just saying you're gonna have a harder time actually using it. Like, personally for me, I'm waiting for the weather extending items. I don't really want to go out of my way to make a weather team for singles until we get the extending items. Fog on Rain is really good in singles. Yeah, but are people like actually building an entire Rain team? Or is it like kind of like half of a Rain team and then whatever else they want because they're really good in the meta? Also, like rain, like yeah, for like rain and fog. I mean, low setters have pivot, so I mean, it is more viable in singles than heatwave. Heatwave summoners don't have pivot, so heatwave is pretty like dead. Like I really don't see a reason to really use heatwave in singles right now. Hey, I appreciate it. ISO. Volcanic Pyrolin damage calcs. I mean, yeah, that's funny, but I mean, nice. You can't use a slow pivoter into your Pyrolin, so your Pyrolin has to take a hit switching in, and then take a hit trying to recharge, so good luck, man. Good luck. Joltooth is gonna lose Drudge. Also, once weather is actually buffed, I don't really know when it's gonna happen, but like whenever like the 25% speed increase and like toxic 25% boost for wins, then I'll probably try single battles for weather. But until then, I don't know. I don't think it's really worth it, in my opinion. It doesn't seem worth investing in like a rain team, for example, right now, since the weathers are going to be changing. Like, yeah, having like the weather setter is fine, or like maybe a couple of options that aren't going to change too much, but I don't really want to invest in something and then have to like completely reinvest in it again after the changes. What is Hydralin's buff? The secret ability is being changed. It is going to have a high crit chance, and it's going to do more damage if it crits. I guess because it's fun. I'm not saying that you can't use it. I'm just saying for me personally, I think it is more beneficial in doubles than singles right now. which is just a fact. I mean, you can't argue against me. Whether right now with only 5 turns is just fundamentally better in doubles than singles. It is a lot easier to abuse and take advantage of it. Oh yeah, the freaking Lawn Purge. Hey, I finally used Lawn Purge so I can nerf it. So yeah, I'll try and get the Lawn Purge nerf with Lumunity as well, if I can. I've got a couple of ideas for the nerf. Either I can change Captivating so it only works on the very first turn it's sent out into the battle, so kind of like Trader and Party Trick. I could make it like that, or I could completely change it instead. So like maybe make it so you and your allies are immune to like certain things, like secondary effects or something. I kind of like just the 1 turn. I think that would be fine. Remove dodge from Lawn Purge. That's also another option, honestly. But I still think even then that's still too strong. I think just the first turn would be fine. But honestly, I'm not opposed to removing dodge from Lawn Purge. I might actually look into that. Like, Char Onyx can get dodge, but Lawn Purge and what's the first evolution called? Frick. Lawn Purge. Oh, Whisper. Yeah, Whisper. Yeah, I could take dodge away from Whisper and Lawn Purge. I think that would be fine. I don't see a problem with that. Please rework Nautiling's lines. Nautilings are alright. I mean, they're not great, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to have some, like, middling Loomians. That's not necessary if you make it single use. Well, I mean, still, like, one... Well, I mean... I still think I want to take away dodge, because you can dodge on the very first turn, so you just get 1 free move option. But Lawn Purge doesn't take any damage, so Lawn Purge can still support its ally. I think removing dodge and nerfing Captivating is fine. With how broken, like... Actually, thinking about everything in the game, like, we've got, like, OG Mutagon with Quick Punch, Metronet, Cephalops, Cosmeor, Appetite, Hellstorm. I literally think Captivating is the #1 undisputed broken thing in the game. And it's not even close. Like, it is not even close. Even, like, OG, like, Glissadia? Nah. It doesn't hold a candle to Captivating. It's even more broken than my hairline. Yeah, I need to shave my head again. I've just been lazy. I usually like shaving my head, like, right as I wake up, but right as I wake up, I bike now, so I was like, okay, well, do I shave my head before I bike? Well, then I want to shower after I shave my heads. But then I'm going to want to shower again after I've done biking. Also, I'm down 10 pounds, baby. This weight loss is easy. This is so easy. Where's the gym arc? I started just doing like 50 minutes of biking every time that I woke up, so just every day. And then like, so like the day 1 I did 50 minutes of biking, and then the day 2 I did like 1 extra more minute. I just added a minute of biking each day. I'm at 30 minutes now for biking. I'm probably gonna stay at 30 minutes for a while, like a couple of weeks, and then I'll stop to up it again. Going outside? Heck no. I have a I have an exercise bike right inside this room, like right next. I can touch it right now. I've had it for a couple of years. I've used it a few times, but I never like consistently like stuck to a schedule. The one issue, lol, is I want to like start doing weight stuff, but I don't like have the equipment to do that. Because also like squats, like push-ups, like easy, you can do those wherever. But you generally want like a push and pull exercise. So if I'm doing like push-ups for like your push exercise, you want a pull exercise, which is pull-ups. But pull-ups are a lot harder to do free hands. You know, because you kind of need the equipment. I'm not going to change them right now, Zrak. I'm not going to change them right now for a while. Also, speeder. Oh, you're out of the basement for a second? I mean, I'll eventually go outside. I mean, there's not really any need for me to go outside. I don't need to. Actually, low, because like if I need groceries, I just order them off of Amazon. So I mean, nice. I quite literally do not need to go outside. Mince when? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Will impersonate Maraith come with Loomian? I don't know about that. No idea. So when's Choo Choo getting jump started? Okay, let's hold our horses there, okay. Let's not do that. Don't spend on DoorDash. I don't really order food that much. Like, I'll order groceries. Like, my fridge right now, my mini fridge, is filled to the brim of, like, chicken, fish, and, like, whatever else I want. I do, like, get Domino's. I actually had Domino's earlier today, but I've worked into my, my diet. I hate the word diet because diets are, like, fad diets, like, let's say, for example, like, if you're trying to lose weight, and you go on a diet specifically with the goal of losing weight, once you've got to the weight and once you've like gotten to your goal, guess what's going to happen? You're going to stop the diet, go back to your normal diets, and then gain it all back. Diets just don't work. Like, I know a lot of people like do like, oh, I'm going like vegetarian or like vegan for a while just to like lose weight. Or they do like, what is it, like no carbs? I forgot what it's called. What's the no-carb diet called? No-carb diets. Keto. Yeah, like keto. Like, if you can, like, basically for diets, you don't want to do a diet or a fad diet. You just want to change your lifestyle on, like, what you eat. If you can, like, actually live off of like a vegetarian diet or a keto diet, nice, more power to you. I can't do that. I would get super bored and depressed if I like did a keto every day for the rest of my life. You want to make lifestyle changes. So for me right now, all I did was like, okay, a few years ago I drank a lot of soda, so I just stopped. Instead of drinking sugar soda, I just drink water, or I just drink sugar-free soda, if I want a soda. It's mostly just like making little changes like that, and losing weight is actually really easy. You actually don't really need to exercise either. It's just changing your diet a little bit and just eating a little, not necessarily eating less. You can actually eat more food. It's just be more conscious of like the calories you're eating. Losing weight is just easy as reducing your calorie intake. So right now I'm just eating 1500 calories a day to lose weight. Once I exercise more, I'll up that to probably 2000 again. But it really is easy. Like, I know that there's like a lot of people that do like a lot of like coaching and stuff on they make it like seem like it's actually a really like tough thing to do to like try and get sales on like coaching and stuff, but it's actually really easy. It's super simple. It's just calories in. If you can decrease the amount of calories you intake, you're just gonna lose weight. It's just as simple as that. You don't need to exercise more. It really is just eat less, or eat less calories. Like, that's it. That is all you need to do. And if you just stick at that for long enough, you're gonna lose weight. That's just how that works. Jimmy use bulk up? Nah, right now I'm just trying to lose weight. I'm not really trying to put muscle on. I've always been kind of a twig until last couple of years. I just basically ate whatever I want and put on a lot of weight. Everything that doesn't have peace of mind should get outbursts. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. By the way, is Plasmos getting Fundus Blast? Yeah, later down the line. Which is just straight up amazing. Yeah, but my problem was that I was overeating. So all I basically did was my diet is still the exact same. If I want Dominoes, I'll get Dominoes. All I'm doing is I'm just not overeating. I'm still eating the exact same. If I want chocolate or ice cream, I will still have them. I just won't overeat them. I basically I literally bought a booklet just like keep track of what I'm eating. And 1500 calories is my limit. I don't go past that. Unless it's like a cheat day where I have like Dominoes, then that's like, okay, a 2000 calorie day. But other than that, I just limit myself. Like, if I want ice cream, okay, I can have ice cream, just can't have too much of it. And if you do stuff like that, I can now stick to this diet very easily because I'm not cutting out any food that I want to eat. I'm still eating what I want to eat, I'm just being more cautious of not overeating it. You have to weigh your calories on a scale? No, that's not how that works. Like, every food comes like with packaging, just always has calories labeled on the back. I am pretty like loose with it, so it's not like going to be like 100% accurate. Like, let's say for example I have like a chocolate bar that's like 500 calories for the entire chocolate bar, but I have half of it. Let's say like the one half is bigger than the other. I'm still gonna write down 250 calories when I have the first half, and then 250 again when I have the second half. That doesn't really matter because I'm gonna eat both halves eventually. Icicle using airstrike looks so goofy. Oh yeah, it really is. It really is. See you later, Karam. Pyrokinesis on Nimue? I'm gonna say no. Nimue does not need to hit plant types. I think that's a fair assessment. Don't forget about the balance changes. What balance changes? Doesn't Dusket already have pyrokinesis? I feel like we've had this discussion a lot. I think it actually might be a Raging Flame. I always confuse it. Joltooth is losing Drudge. If it's still too broken, then it might also lose Earthquake. I guess we'll see. But Drudge is first. It has Raging Flame. Okay, I always get that one mixed up. It's Metronid that has Pyro. Frick. Terrafly originally was going to get Drudge, and then I realized, oh wait, Terraclaw would also get it, and I don't think Terraclaw really needs it, so I don't think it's going to happen. Can we give Billiford some hazards? I mean, I guess I could. But I mean, the big one would be Icicle Trap, but Billiford doesn't make sense to get Icicle Trap, to be honest. Terraclaw would never use Drudge? What do you mean? It hits hard, it's really bulky. You're basically guaranteed to get like 1 or 2 Drudges off, so I mean, why would you not run Drudge? I think what you're meant to say is people wouldn't use Terraclaw. People would definitely use Drudge Terraclaw. People just don't want to use Terraclaw. Biking is such a calorie burner. Well, again, yes, but my goal isn't to like exercise to burn calories. It's just so... It's basically just to eat less. Or like, eat less calories. If I can eat less calories, I will lose weight without even exercising. And then once I do get into exercising more and more, then I can up my calorie intake a little bit, and it won't mean I'm putting on weight again. It's just that simple. The only issue is like your state of mind. Like for the last couple of years, I would say I've been fairly like depressed. And just like, I really don't wanna, I really don't care. I still don't really care that I am fat. It's like, okay, who cares? My mentality, like, after college has always been like, okay, I really don't care what people think of me. But yeah, now I am doing pretty good. How can I get into Loomian Legacy PvP? If you're not into it right now, honestly, I would probably just try and like learn about the game as much as possible. I don't know if I would really recommend getting into PvP low until PvP 2.0 comes out. I would actually wait until PvP 2.0 comes out to like actually start building teams yourself, to be honest. It will make the progression into PvP a lot easier. You're not fat? Bro, I was 225 pounds a few weeks ago or a month ago. Right now I'm 215 pounds. So I'm losing weight, but I mean, I still got a long way to go. I mean, it took me like, what, 2 or 3 years to get to the size I am now? So I don't mind if it takes me like a year or 2 to get back into shape. My goal with this isn't to rush into it. Because, like, think about it like this. If you, like, haven't exercised for, like, 3 years, like, I don't exercise. I haven't exercised for, like, 3 years. If I, like, just started, like, okay, woke up one day, got on my bike for, like, an hour, and then did, like, a bunch of, like, push-ups or, like, sit-ups or whatever in one day, after a week, I would probably burn myself out and not want to do it and just quit. My goal for this isn't to like get super into it, it's to slowly build up to it so I can just do this for as long as I need to. Are we gonna have team imports with Dream Teams? I hope so. We'll see. You have to ease into it. I mean, exactly, yeah. I mean, I've always been skinny my entire life, until last couple of years. I did really well in sports though. Like I love sports. I think in like high school I got like an A star, which is like the highest grade you can get. So I mean, I like sports as well. Like doing sports, I got an A star, and like sports theory or like writing, whatever you want to call it, I also got an A star. And all of that like theory work also goes into like a lot of like building muscle and like losing weight and stuff and all of that type of thing. So I know like what I'm doing. Like I've studied a lot of this like in high school. Weightlifting is cool. I mean, yeah, I would prefer though to have like a home gym, to be honest. I just don't want to like go out to a gym to work out to then come home. It also doesn't help that I don't have a driver's license because I have epilepsy. So I would rather have like a home gym, which is why I got my own exercise bike. I made sure to get a really cheap one though, and it was on sale. Do you think you'll ever add a move like Eruption or Water Spout where it does damage based on the certain percentage of health? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure about that, though. Because those are very, very, like, pretty broken moves. You know you got epilepsy? Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had, like, an epileptic seizure for, I think, actually, like, 2 or 3 years now. I'm on, like, some pretty strong medication. Like, I'm on some of, like, the strongest medication my doctor told me for it. So, I think I can actually go... So, are you good to go for a driver's license now? I think technically I am, but I mean... it's not like I'm going anywhere. So, I mean, I don't really need a driver's license. Even if I had one, I'm not going anywhere. Where's a webcam? It's like 2 AM, and I'm also just diving, so I mean, this stream is gonna go unlisted anyway once we're done with it. I was just like, I'm mining. I was mining already before I streamed, but then I just ran out of YouTube videos to watch. I was like, I guess I'll just stream myself. What's up, Red? How's it going? You took carb mazepine? What am I taking right now? I always forget the name because it's like such a... I've been on like a couple of... I'm on lamotrigine. Yeah. I've been on like a couple of different medication. The first medication I was on like made me like always sleepy. Like, I would sleep for like 12 hours, wake up, I'd be like, okay, I'm still tired, and I could just go back to sleep again. So yeah, I'm on lamotrigine. Apparently it's like some of the strongest stuff for it, and I'm on a pretty high dose. Have I had? Yeah, I've had seizures when I worked in a care home. My theory is that all of my, whenever I have had an epileptic seizure, that mine have all been because of stress. Because when I worked in a care home, like after college, I like basically took a year and just kind of did YouTube for like Brick Bronze, which was fine. After that, I got a job in a care home. I worked 12-hour night shifts. I would do that like 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a week. So my schedule was really rough. I don't know honestly how I did it. Basically, I would have to wake up at 6 PM, get a shower, get ready for work, because I had to walk to work, and I started at 7 PM. I would then finish at 7 AM. I would get home for about like maybe 8 AM. Then I would record videos, maybe like 2, 3, sometimes 4 videos a day. And then I would stream. Then I would go to bed about like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., so like lunchtime. So most nights I was getting like 5 hours of sleep at most. I did that for like 2 years. If I wasn't working the next night, I would also get a bit more sleep. But most of the time for 2 years, I only got like 5 hours of sleep, which was not good. I was like super skinny as well because I rarely ate either. So yeah. My sleep schedule is whatever. I just sleep for however long I want. I do personally like 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. I go to sleep, and I wake up like 6 a.m., 11 a.m. That is my ideal sleep schedule right now. At least 6-7 hours of sleep is what I want. Also for like weight loss, being asleep for longer means you're awake for less time, which means you have less time to eat, which I'm just saying is an easy weight loss hack. The more you sleep, the less you can eat. No, this was before Loomian Legacy. This was during Brick Bronze. This was like when I did like 4 videos every single day. I would do Loomian Legacy. Oh no. I would do Project Pokemon PvP video, Brick Bronze PvP video, a Brick Bronze or a Project Pokemon Let's Play. So either like a Nuzlocke or whatever, or a theme team. Then I would play like one random game for a video. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, the videos are super easy. Do you like how, like, for a PvP video today, I would maybe battle like 20 people. Some days I get really lucky, I battle 3 people, I'm done. Some days though it's like, okay, 20 battles, I'm still like not super happy with the battles, but they're good enough. Back in like the Brick Bronze Project Pokemon days, I literally battled 1 person, and then I would upload it. Like, no editing. I would click record, click stop recording, click upload. That is it. Super easy. How do you get a Titan fossil? You just have to get lucky. They're really rare. The Brick Bronze Dartrix days. I mean, Dartrix really sucks, but it was just fun to use it because nobody was expecting it. It just sucks whenever it gets like one-shot by an ice type move. It's like, bro, no. But yeah, I was so bad at battling in Brick Bronze. Like, look at my very first PvP team. Like, I legitimately ran Spikes, Greninja. I ran Smackdown Greninja. Well, hey, I still beat Lando low. I still beat Lando and he's freaking Arceus, so I mean, I'm not that bad. I wasn't that bad, I guess. Smackdown? Well, I think actually a lot of my very first... I think my first team ran a lot of Earthquake spam. I was literally just Gen 1, just Earthquake spam, baby. So my idea was, yeah, let me just run Smackdown on Greninja to smack down all of the Flying type and Leather types. Just so I can just click Earthquake everywhere. I mean, I guess it worked. Also, Greninja, I don't think had access to all of his moves back when I actually started doing PvP in Brick Bronze. How's 2.0 going? Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh. I need to know your thought process. It was basically just like, yeah, this seems kind of funny and gimmicky, but I could probably get a win. I basically just use whatever I want. I mean, I still do that. I still just use whatever I want. I don't like... make good teams in order to win every battle. I basically just bring something that I want to showcase, and then whatever else I want. I might bring a couple of Loomians that like might help me showcase off that Loomian. Like Eurosnack is also a great option because slow pivoters, with Baffle especially, into something like a Wrestle, for example, would be awesome. But I generally just bring whatever I want. I don't build my teams for like actual winning. I just want to have fun with them. Yeah, I'm also waiting for PvP 2.0. The past like what, year and a half now, I haven't really like uploaded daily. I actually don't think I've uploaded daily for like a year and a half. Like I think it actually has been, I think I stopped daily uploading at the very start of 2023. Once I get back in, once PvP 2.0 is out low, I'm back to daily uploading. I mean, I am so down. Also doesn't help that I've been like kind of depressed the last couple of years. But I'm good now, baby. I'm back on track. The last week though, I kind of burnt myself out because I made like 5 entire PvP teams for weather, so oops. That's why I haven't uploaded for a couple of days. I burnt myself out making like 5 entire PvP teams. So yeah, I kind of shot myself in my foot doing that. Why use Greninja when Hisuian Samurai is better? I mean, I'm talking about Brick Bronze days. That wasn't even a thing, Gillen. 5 teams just never lose those Loomians again. Hey, I might use them in like, if I do 2v2 streams. I want to get back into streaming as well. Probably just on weekends. But I might start streaming again a lot more as well. I'm just mostly waiting for dream teams. Streaming dream teams? Bro! I want them now! I want them now! I'm not sure if dream teams will work in 2v2s. I would hope so. But PvP 2.0 basically solves and fixes all of my issues, especially for like content creation. It's like, oh, I want to showcase like a secret ability to Lashen. After its ability gets changed, it would be so much easier if I could just use dream teams. I don't have to make a team. I can just easily copy someone else's team. I know, it's great. Primarina. Primarina didn't exist in Brick Bronze at the start. Like, whenever I started using Greninja in Brick Bronze, Primarina wasn't available because Gen 7. Or was that Gen 6? I don't think Primarina was out by then. No. That was Gen 7 because Greninja was Gen 6. Yeah, Primarina wasn't out by then. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the very beginning of Brick Bronze was Gen 6. Because it was like the Alola update, like that wasn't on release. I played Brick Bronze since the release. Can't wait for Dream Teams. Bro, it's gonna be so good. Ranked as well. Oh, bro, like, just PvP 2.0 opens up so much content creation. Like, Dream Teams is gonna make like showcasing Loomian so much easier. I don't have to build an entire new team. Every time I want to showcase a new Loomian, I can use whatever I want. Streams as well becomes a lot easier. Oh, you want to do like a theme team? Like a mono electric type Loomian team? Dream Teams makes that easier as well. So yeah, I mean, Dream Teams opens up a lot of content creation. Like wheel videos as well make Dream Teams way easier, or Dream Teams make wheel videos easier. And then even just like ranked, like you can easily do like a series where you try and like get like on the leaderboard for ranked by using like a weird team. Like, what are those videos that Wolfie does, where he tries to, like, take a weird Pokemon and tries to get, like, a Master Ball rank? Bro, thanks, Wolfie. That concept is now mine, and I'm gonna do that for ranked. Basically. I mean, heck, thanks, Wolfie. That's mine. Okay, I would probably title it Road to Number 1, but I think the goal would be just to get on the leaderboard, you know? I think that would be fair, right? I think that would be fair. I tried to do that in Doodle World ranked with Finwick, but my gosh. There is not that many people that play ranked in Doodle Worlds. When I tried to do my Finwick video, everyone, I basically battled like the same 5 people over and over again, so they knew exactly what I was doing. Yeah, I did at the end of the season. Yeah, I just didn't have time to do it at the beginning. With PvP 2.0, how would theme battlegrounds work? I don't know about that. You gonna watch the TLS matches? I don't know what that is. What's up, Rango? How's it going? How do I get shards fast? Honestly, I think UMV diving is probably your best bet. You can get a lot of fossilized versions. Unless you like hunting, then I guess you could hunt for them. TLS is a tournament for Loomian? I haven't heard anything about that. Will there be PvP mounts? You mean like rewards for ranked? Oh, this is a fossilized shard, by the way. It isn't as good as like a normal shard. A normal shard will give you 10 UPs. This will only give you like, what, 2, I think? But I mean, they're still really easy to get. I think ranked should give you rewards, right? I'm not entirely too sure, though. But I don't see why not. I think ranked rewards would be awesome. Like, at the end of the season, like, the top whatever percent of people get some type of rewards. That'd be awesome. I can't exactly say too much, though, because that obviously isn't up to me. I don't get to decide stuff like that. All the popular and well-known players, YouTubers are going to be in it? Or what? Oh, the LTS or TLS? I forgot what the name was. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. Oh yeah, draft as well. Like, I still have my freaking Doodle World draft. I don't want to edit it because the vision I have for that video is like super edited, and I really don't want to edit that much for not winning a single battle in that draft. Bro, man, hyper offense freaking sucks so much in draft. It is so bad. I was like, hey, I haven't done hyper offense. Let me try a different, like, because I generally go bulky offense. Like, look at all my Loomian teams. It's like Meditoad, like Meditoad bulky offense. Like, I always run bulky offense teams. So I was like, let me try like a different type of team synergy type of strategy. I decided, yeah, hyper offense seems like a really fun idea. In draft low, it is not good. In draft, it is super bad. Because the person you're playing against can literally just build a counter to hyper offense, and now you literally don't do anything. Sticking to one playstyle is... Well, I mean, yeah, but also, like... I wasn't like going into it to win it. I was like, I kind of want to try and go into this and just use a team that I generally don't use. So my idea was, let me just try hyper offense. And if I ever join another Doodle World draft, I might try stall. I really don't want to, but I'm just saying I could. I was just like using it to like try and just play a different type of team that I wouldn't usually use because it seems fun. Why not? And in fact, it was not fun. Hyper offense was not good. I can't cut a P, I don't know. Hyper offense is pretty fun. It's just super like aggressive. Like you have to be like sure that okay, I am gonna take this knockout. You basically like have to like trade every single time. You have to like take a KO. If you got knocked out, you have to take that. You have to take a KO back again. It's like super aggressive, and you have to like know like okay, I'm gonna take this KO. I always like second guess myself, like, I don't know if I'm gonna do enough damage. I'm gonna make a switch here. You also have to like make a lot of predictions. So because I also don't play Doodle Worlds nearly as much as Loomian, hyper offense was pretty difficult to do because I was also playing against people that actually did play Doodle World PvP a lot. So trying to predict stuff like that is pretty difficult. Oh yeah, and like especially like how hyper offense teams as well in draft is super bad because of one specific thing. Hyper offensive teams want entry hazards. In a draft format, if the person knows I need entry hazards, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna make it so I can't set them up. That's it. If I can't get entry hazards down, my hyper offense team just loses. And that's exactly what happened like every single battle. So yeah, nice. What do you guys mean by reskin design? So do you know like in the past how we did like a contest where you make a new Loomian, like Harvesect, Wintrix? This time we're not doing that. You will make a reskin for an already existing Loomian. So like, I don't know, like Halloween Sorchi, Halloween Slugling. I mean, even rainbows are reskins. So I make it. I don't know if you can make a Halloween probe here. I'm not sure what the theme is. I guess technically the theme can be anything, but I don't think it can be. I'm not actually sure. More information will probably be released once the contest is actually ongoing. 1000 UMV dies video when. I'm probably gonna pass on that. I'm just gonna do like 8000 revive fossils, which is still gonna take me a long time low. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guys. Guys. We have an opportunity here. Guys. We can get Bropiz put into the game. We can finally get the Bropiz in the game. If we all band together, we can get Bropi in the game. Guys, we can do it. I'm not sure though if I'm allowed to enter the contest because I'm a developer. So there's a good chance I won't be allowed to enter. Give Valkyrie climate cannon. I don't know about Valkyrie, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. What a trash wall. Can you give Astros more burning moves? I mean, it's eventually going to get Raging Flame, just not until we get a ice variant of it. The frozen variants. If I have 20 fossilized shards, can I use them all on a UP with 0? Or is there a cap to how many I can use in one stat? For one stat, the maximum is 40 UPs. Like in Pokemon, your IVs maximum is 31. UPs in this game maximum is 40. You can't go above 40. 40 is the game maximum. You can use shards and corrupted shards, or fossilized shards, to get to 40. There isn't really a cap on how many you can use. It's just once you reach the game limit, you can't go above that. What's the next showcase? I ain't telling you, man, because I'm not trying to battle people that build counters to me. I'm not sure if there's going to be a PvP video tomorrow. I might just do a YouTube short on the contest design thing. And then I might do a video for Tuesday. Wait, what day is it today? Oh, it's Sunday. I might do a video on Monday then for PvP. Will there be an official Loomian Legacy tournament? I don't know. That'd be cool, but I don't know. I don't really want to host it, I'm not gonna lie. If we want to do like official Loomian Legacy tournaments, it would be nice if we had like an in-game tournament system. Like someone can host a tournament, you can have people join it. Maybe you can also like, if you host it, you can also like make rewards for like first, second, and third place using your own bag items. That'd be kind of cool. Or like your own Loomians. That'd be kind of cool. That sounds like really unnecessary though, but it would be awesome. Yeah, and like custom rule sets like banning certain Loomians or whatever. On starters, what does Awakening mean? That's just their ability. I mean, that would also be awesome, but it seems a little bit not really needed. Seems like unnecessary. Why did I bonk Cosmere Unleashed? Because Cosmere Unleashed was broken. Like, believe it or not, but being a roamer legendary with 600 base stat totals, or 650 I mean, with 650 base stat total, and having any ability you want? No. No. Definitely too good. Oh yeah, so why aren't people banning Lantorch from tournaments? If so many people are like complaining about Lantorch, why aren't tournaments banning it? They are? Well, I don't think everyone is though, right? Because I think Clever Luminami is enough. Bro, I don't even have a Clever Luminami. I am making an entire new Luminami just for Lantorch? Heck no. You wouldn't have to if there were mints. I mean, I want mints. It's not up to me, Lo. I can't decide to add stuff like that in the game. I can recommend it, but it doesn't mean that it's confirmed. Oh yeah, by the way, bro. Roblox finally did it. It sucks though because my monitor is 165 hertz and there isn't a 165 frame option. So, oof. Either I play on 240, which is overkill, or I play on 144 and just sacrifice like 20 frames, which is definitely better than 60 frames. Roblox just feels so smooth, I'm actually not used to it. Oh, do you see that? It's just in settings. I'm not sure if it's available to everyone, but I mean, I have it. I'll take it. Also, yeah, I have never used a Roblox FPS unlocker. I'm not downloading a third-party software just to play on 200 frames. I don't care. It's not worth it to me. I will never download anything third-party for Roblox. Like, the actual, like, especially with, like, security flaws and stuff in a lot of them, absolutely not. I don't care. How do I acquire 700 dives? You can buy them with Robux or with tickets. I just asked T-Breadem to spawn me in 1,000 because I was going to buy 1,000 anyway. I don't care enough to get better frames. I mean, yeah. Also, I don't like really play that many shooting games anymore because every time that I freaking streamed Arsenal, I always got like some script kidded cheater joining me and just blasting super loud music to make my game crash. It's like, okay, guess what? I guess I'm just not gonna play shooter games anymore on Roblox because clearly they freaking suck. ST would have spawned me some batteries? Nah, I don't think so. You sound like 2009 if it was a person. What does that even mean? My Roblox account was made in 2008, so I literally don't know what that means. You sound like someone if 2009 was a... I'm so confused. I don't know what that means. Besides Snowstorm, have you got any low weather? I think Sandstorm and then like a light or dark type weather would be cool. Like, I don't know, like Sunny Day and like, I don't know, like an eclipse or something. I don't know what would make... Would eclipse make sense for a dark type weather? I think so, right? And then like Sunny Day or whatever. Or lights. Acid rain, yeah, I guess, technically. Doesn't sound as cool, though. It basically just sounds like thunderstorm, but instead of thunder, it's just... Maybe sometimes it's green rain? I don't know. how many batteries does it take to get max every fossil on average? I have no idea. Honestly, maybe 1,000s. Honestly, probably. I felt okay. It depends. Are you including Titan fossils and Colossotrops fossils? If you are, more than 1,000s. If you're not including Titans, but you're just including Colosso, probably 1,000s. No Titan. Okay, so no Titans or Colossos. To get max, probably I would say like maybe 500s. I think 500 is a nice sweet spot. I've already, like, if I actually quit really fast, obviously on this account right now, it looks like I've only used 300. I've used like 200 before I got back up to max. So I would probably say like a good 500-ish will get you to max fossils that isn't Titans and Colossotrops. If your Colossotrops is basically 2 times slower, so if it takes you like 500 batteries to get 1,000 fossils, it'll take you 1,000 batteries to get 1,000 Colossotrops. Colossotrops is basically just 2 times slower. I was just asking myself, no. And then for Titans, Titans are like, what? 10 times slower than Colossotrops. So it might take you 5,000 batteries to get 1,000 Titans. To be honest. Maybe that might be like that might be like not super accurate, obviously, but I could imagine it. I've used like 500 plus at this point, and how many fossils do you have? Maybe you're just not being efficient with them if you don't have max. Obviously low. I'm only gonna go for 1,000 fossils because I want to make a video on them, obviously. For like the average person, I mean, you can use them whenever you want. Like every time, I don't think it's worth like using your fossils every time you finish a dive. You should probably get enough fossils so like if you use 50-minute boosts, you can get through all of them. You only have Skellig and Dorgo fossils maxed. Did you start using some of those batteries before the UMV rework or what? I do 100 battles and revive you. That's also fair. I've been grinding this low quite a lot, trying to get max fossils. Am I planning on giving Ultra Loomians weather sign abilities? Yeah. I mean, I gave Solber's Krakaloa Heatwave Summon. That isn't going to be the only one. It's just like in the game right now, I can't really think of any other Loomians that would get a summoning ability. Uller, Len, Solber's, Zulong, that's kind of it. I use most of my batteries since the UMV rework. Dang. Yeah, I think the OG, like, Skellig, Dorigo, and Infernix definitely seem to be the most common fossils. They definitely seem to be the most common. Especially the Skellig, the little piece, like the middle piece, like the circle. That thing is the most common freaking fossil piece ever. It is so annoying. Because it's so freaking small, it's easy to just get them more in the wall. You know exactly which piece I'm talking about. Like, frick that fossil piece. Nobody likes that one. Hey, that's what I like to see, Lo. Give me that. Damn it. No. This is what I have right now. I have 65 Morphezu fossils, 47 Behemoth fossils, 42. Frick, what are you called again? 42. What's the middle one called? Where the frick did I put them? Leviatros. How did I forget Leviatros' name? 42 Leviatros fossils. So, I mean, Titans-wise, I'm doing pretty decent. I would say pretty decent. It's gonna take me forever, though, to get 999. So yeah, here's the rest of them. I'm mostly sitting around like 700, 800, sometimes 900. Actually, these skull fossil A and B have been really common. These actually might be the new most common fossils to find. Like, these are the first ones I got to 999. Like, everything else isn't, like, really close, other than Marobi. So I think these are actually the most common fossil pieces now. Which is funny because it should be the other way around, right? Like, these two should be... Actually, no. That is the right way. That is... Like, these should be the most common. Because you technically need to get, like, twice as many of A and B of C and D. I see that one Skellig piece way more. Really? Here's the thing, Lo. I haven't used any of these Skellig fossils. These skull fossils, though, I actually used 200 A and Bs to get a secret ability. Frick, what's the poison one called? I legitimately used Venusaur, yeah. I used like 200, 250 fossils to get this boy, girl. So, technically, I've actually got like 1200 Skull A and Bs, and I still don't have 999 Marrow Bs so far. So I might just be getting really lucky with these, to be honest. Although, to be fair, if I'm like digging in the wall and I see one of the new fossils, I will just go for that immediately over the old ones. Buff Colossotrops. I mean, this one's meant to be like the rarest one though, because it's like the most powerful one in terms of base stats. So yeah, I'm doing fairly well low on the fossil pieces, I think. Fairly well. It's still gonna take me a while though. There should be like a radioactive whatever to buff poison types, and then a new Loomian with a signature move that has a cutscene with a new... What the heck? Oh, what? Oh. Raph did a few and got a Gamma Gleam secret ability one? Bro, that is crazy. That is kind of crazy. I've only gotten a couple of like alpha secret abilities from fossils. I don't think I've ever gotten a gamma secret ability. If Jamie doesn't answer this question, then that means Cosmere will be the GGRB. Is Cosmere gonna be the GGRB for the Rainbow event? What does GGRB mean? Gamma Gleam Rainbow? I'm confused. Okay, is Gamma Gleam Rainbow? What does that even mean? Do you mean like the Florent from last year? Was Florent last year? The year before? I don't know. It might be. I actually, don't know. I don't work on like the gleamings or like the forms of Loomians like that. If it isn't PvP, I literally don't ask or care until like the update's ready. Because all like things are always like potentially to change, so why would I want information like 2 weeks before the event releases for something to change? Add a normal type weather that does absolutely nothing. I'll make it clear. Although weathers, you mean just cosmic pressure, the ability that Cosmere has? That's basically what you're asking for. When will Loomian Legacy add grass touching update? I mean, you can do that already in the game. I mean, it's kind of like the only gameplay in the game is to touch grass. Oh, Florent was last year? Oh, I honestly just don't remember. I don't know. I don't mind type weather. This Cosmere buff is gonna be hard. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't even know what a mind weather could even be. Will we get a move that will spawn a random weather? No. I'm gonna say no. Brainstorm? Wouldn't that hurt my type slow? In theory? Like, wouldn't a brainstorm hurt my type Loomians? And that'd be a negative thing towards them? Maybe make it like Life Orb. Honestly? Honestly? What logic is that? What do you mean? A brainstorm would be like a lot of information, right? So I mean, like, how are you meant to keep up with that? Brain blast. Oh no. Oh no. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if every typing needs a specific weather. I don't want that one. I already have... Actually, I don't have 99 on of you, do I, actually? I do need them. I don't think every typing needs a specific weather, though, right? Rainbow weather when? In 2 weeks, man. Rainbow weather is in 2 weeks. I know. Crazy. I mean, it's technically rainbow weather, I guess. Good night. See you, Krilla. Damn, it is 3 a.m. Why am I still awake? Why am I still awake? Stealth Rockwen? That's basically just Ice Cold Trap. I'm not gonna make another one. I think we have enough entry hazards in the game. I am honestly not really comfortable trying to add more. I don't want to make like, too many entry hazards because I feel like that would be just overdoing it and overbearing. So I don't really want to do another one. Oh, I actually don't need any more of these, do I? I only need these ones if they're just blue or just purple. You get to sleep if you give Buzzle and Rogue Assault, and I guess we're going 24 hours, baby. Never stop going to sleep. Never stopping stream. When were Bobs even introduced? I don't remember. Icicle Traps were introduced at the very beginning of the game. Barbs were introduced... Maybe Sephirite? Oh, with the beach. Oh. Oh no. Poison Barbs was with Terrafly, right? So Icicle Trap and Poison Barbs were introduced at the very beginning of the game. Barbs were beach. Okay. No, that's what it was. That's why I said Sephirite. I was thinking of Steel Trap. Steel Trap isn't an entry hazard. I don't know how I got confused with Steel Trap, but oof. That wasn't even Sephirite. That was that was row 5. Yeah, Steel Trap, the greatest move to ever exist. That's why nobody uses it, okay? It's just bans. Like, that is just the most broken move. Nobody uses it because it's just banned. Everyone knows. It's like gentleman's agreements. So what am I going to do about Steel Trap? Honestly, I have no freaking idea. How about we just delete it from the game? I had like a really good idea to buff it, and I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot. I actually don't know. Was it just to turn it into Pestilence? I think it was just to turn it into Pestilence and like Quicksands. I think it was just that. I think that was the good idea. Oh no, like the entry hazard that traps the Loomian for like 1 or 2 turns if they switch in on it. That was like the original plan, but it would also be broken. The new idea is to just make it Pestilence. Which I think is fair. Can you rework how the stats look? Vesperatu is not looking good. What do you mean? Vesperatu has always been good. The Vesperatu has like some of the best space stats in the entire game for our spreads. Vesperatu is fast, hits hard, it has pretty good defensive stats as well, so it could be run as like a defensive Loomian. Oh, I mean model? Oh, I read starts as like stats. You mean the models for Vesperatu? Yeah, that'd be nice. That is not up to Milo. You should make Mahogar. I can't say that freaking thing, man. From Mahoraga. I think you actually spelled it wrong. Mahoraga. Did you spell it wrong? No, I think you actually spelled it right. I can't say that. It's from Jujutsu Kaisen Low. And it's by a Loomian or an elephant that can shoot water out of its nose. I mean, bro, I don't know if we need to go that far. I mean, if you wanted like a one-man army type of thing, which I mean is basically what Mag actually is. Mahag. Old Phagenaut would have just been a one-man army. That's why I envision it as fast, bulky, hard hitter with Ace as an ability. Yeah. Phagenaut originally was gonna have Ace as an ability, and then I was telling me like, no, that's a bad idea, Jamie. That's not a good idea. If you don't have a nerf type, you lose. Which, okay. And also, yeah, I guess Lushen is a one-man army. Lashent is the honored one, or the inevitable one. I've seen those memes floating around. Either the Infinity Gauntlet one, or the Jujutsu one as well. I've been seeing those memes floating around, which is funny. Missed out with the Thunderstorm Manta Ray. It was never a Manta Ray, though. Like, it was never meant to be a Manta Ray. It was always going to be a bug type. Actually, there was an older version of the Thunderstorm Loomian, but we redid it because the old design was kind of meh. It really didn't fit with the game. It was like really kind of like just kind of random looking. Can we see it? Nah, I'm not allowed to show stuff like that. All you need to know is that Plasmoth was not the first rendition of Thunderstorms. It's not my design to show. Cosmeleon, though? I'll take full credit for, baby. I was like, yo, artists. Preferably, I was like, a dragon makes sense for Cosmeleon. Although, yeah, I was like, yeah, a dragon is like kind of whatever. We already have a lot of them. I mostly wanted some type of reptile for Cosmeleon. And guess what? Blue cooked out of her minds. So yeah, now we have Cosmeleon. I told you I was gonna get a weather legendary, okay? I told you it was gonna happen. I said I would try and get one in the game, and I did. Will you on the other dev stream on the Lamatrine's channel again? We might. It mostly depends if everyone's on. That's like being the biggest issue is that a lot of the development team live in pretty different time zones. So it's kind of how to get everyone on at the exact same time to stream. I mean, I have a link to this channel, to my main channel, so I don't even need the password anymore. I just go to change account and it's just right there for me, like I do from my other channels. Whatever happened to the Greninja compensation? I don't know. I work on PvP, not adventure modes, really. So, no idea. Is duo weather team viable? I'm not sure about that. In Pokemon, yeah, you can run like a weather and a terrain. I don't know if anybody runs double weather though. I'm not sure. I mean, you can try it, I guess. I don't know how great it's gonna be. Is there any Loomians that benefit in both, like fog and rain? Or rain and heat? Chartika? Oh yeah, true. I guess Chartika would benefit in rain and heat. Yes, fire type moves do get turned down a little bit low in rain. And also your ability doesn't work in rain, so I guess actually Lashant is good in everything. I guess you could try and run a double weather team. It seems really difficult to make work low. I guess what you would want, let's say you're running a rain and a heatwave team. You would want Deladrix to set up the rain, then a Loomian to abuse the rain, then a Heatwave Loomian, so Billiford or Solbus Crackaloa to set up the Heatwave, then a Heatwave Abuser, and then your last Loomian, I guess, should be like Lashant, I guess. And also, like, you have 2 more Loomians to bring, so I guess you just bring another Rain Abuser, another Heatwave Abuser, and then just bring the best abuser for their specific team. I guess? It sounds awkward, but I guess it could technically work. In theory. Oxydrake, Rain and Gust, like that one, sure. That one, sure. But I don't know. I don't know. Rain and Gust actually might not be too bad if we had a water air type that could take advantage of both rain power increase and airspeed increase. Although Bar Blast in buffed rain and buff gusts. Water type moves are stronger and toxic type moves are stronger. Oh no. Oh no, Bar Blasts. But yeah, I don't think it's something that you would probably see everywhere. It sounds kind of cool though. You're burning down the kitchen. I mean, hey. Cosmelion seems really nice in double weather. I mean, yeah, Cosmelion is overall pretty fine. Cosmelion like a really rough Loomian low. Because, like, right now, it really only seems worth to run like a nimble offensive one and just spam your strongest moves. It would be nice though, like, I think technically you could run like a defensive one in like Heatwave, but other than that, it seems really hard to like run a defensive support one. Bulky Raging Flame is fine, but that's the only like defensive support option. I would like there to be more. For Thunderstorms, I want to give it like Thunder Wave, but we don't have a support Thunder Wave yet, and I don't want to give it Tears. Also thinking about Plasmoth, I don't know if I should have gave Plasmoth Tears. The entire point of its secret ability and its signature move was to spread Paralyze around, kind of like static Zapdos. So I don't know if I should have gave it Tears, because now why would you run the secret ability if you can just Tase them? So I might actually take away Tase from Plasmoth. Because that kind of like just completely defeats the purpose of running the secret ability and the signature move. Like, why run Power Surge when you can just run Tase and then run Thunderstrike instead? That just yeah, but I mean, like, I might give Plasma Thunder Wave, but take away Tase. We just don't have Thunder Wave yet in the game. Actually, let me have a look at Plasmoth. Plasmoth. Let me look at its moves. What does it get Tase as? A level up move? It is a level up move! It's, Nimvolt. Nimvolt gets Tase at level 5. Yeah, I could probably remove Tase from it and change Tase into Thunder Wave on level 5 just to introduce it to the game immediately. I don't want Thunder Wave, to be honest. Paralyze is broken. Yeah, but Thunder Wave is more balanced than Tase. Tase is the broken one. I probably gave Tase out to a little bit too many things, to be honest. Like, Thunder Wave is fine, but Tase isn't. Tase is definitely the broken one. Definitely introduced the wrong one first. How many batteries have we used so far? In this stream, I think I've used like 30, I think, right? Something like that. Maybe? Maybe I've used like 50, I have no idea. There's not many users, only one that actually uses it is Eliguana. I mean, Plasmoth also uses it, I would say. Is fair. Loomian Tase. Let's have a look. Eliguana has... Okay, Elephage has it. I mean, that makes sense. Dakuda has it. That probably should be thunderwave. Ikazune has it. That's fair. Nimvolt has it. Probably should be thunderwave. Sing Eel has it. I think that's fine. Volpup has it. It's not really going to use it low. Meditoad has it. Meditoad should probably have Thunderwave as well, not Tase. A unblockable, like a non-provoke Tase is pretty strong. Yeah, I think it's fair if we say the Nimvolt loses it, Dakuda loses it, and Meditoad loses it. I think everyone else can probably keep... Oh, I actually thought about the rallymoves. But Rally Zulon gets it. I think that's fine. I think. Stratosaur has it. That probably could be changed to Thunderwave. Thunder has it. I think that's fine. Just not really going to use it anyway. Surebot has it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I guess there's not too many problematic Tase users, honestly. I don't think Meditoad should have Tase, so that's definitely going to be changed. I don't think Nimvolt should have Tase. I don't think Dakuda should have it. Stratosaur is like, probably shouldn't. I think that's it. So that's just 4. I don't think we're really going to give Tase out to many other things, though. It is definitely one of the more, like, broken moves. I've been very careful who I give it to. Not my brute force Dakuda. No. Oh, great. It's definitely here. Great. Can you buff static spalls accuracy? It does not deserve to be 75% accuracy. I think they were gonna get buffed. I forgot why I made them low. Did I just make all of the spore moves 90% accurate? I think I did. I think, maybe. Will event evolution items like Sweet Jar, Nightmare Orb, and Decorative Lights ever be available outside of the events? I don't know. Not up to me. Like, if you're talking about, like, adventure stuff, I mean, I'm not really the right person to ask because I don't really do adventure stuff. There's, like, very few things I'm involved with in the adventure, and it's mostly just battling stuff. I mean, Snowballs and Hypnotize are being changed to just Beyond. So the accuracy buff being to 90% is fine because it's becoming Yawn anyway. Should be 100% if it's Yawn. Actually, I disagree. I think originally I did say 100%, but when I thought about it more, so here's the situation. If I click Yawn on your Loomian, okay, it's about to fall asleep, okay, on the next turn. So, what is the opponent gonna do? They're gonna switch, right, to prevent going to sleep. So if I just click Yawn again, whatever switches in, now it's the exact same thing. Are they gonna stay in and go to sleep, or switch out and don't go to sleep? So, are you gonna be the guy that spams Yawn? That's what I'm saying. I don't want Yawn to be a spammable move like that, so I think making it 90% would be completely fine. It just I think it's pretty unlikely people are gonna spam Yawn like that, but I think just that one thought is why it should be 90%. just for like the 1 or 2 idiots that want to start spamming it, now it's it has a drawback. It could miss. I think that is fine. Also, sleep is pretty broken. Also, damn, I'm starting to get tired. I watched a draft league battle today, where half the battles was Gastrodon spamming Yawn. Nice, awesome. Make spirit types immune to Yawn? Nah. I mean, for Snospores, plant types are immune. For Hypnotize, mind types are also immune. So, I mean, Yawn will have immunities, it's just to whatever type the move already is. Which is also why Metronet is kind of broken, because the only Lumens that can switch into Hypnotize is mind types, but Metronet's a dark type. So it can hit them super effective, and it quad resists mind types, so oof. How come Dakuda doesn't have a move where it can heal itself? Because its description talks about it being able to cocoon himself to live vanilla day. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean healing glow, right? Also, Lando writes the Lumipedia descriptions, not me. I do whatever I want for balancing, and Lando does whatever he wants for description. So sometimes, like, the description and the move set might not exactly line up, but I mean, it's generally close enough. Landslide Chartiki? Nah, definitely not. Chartiki is one of the... I was going to say one of the greatest Loomians. Although it actually hasn't been one of the greatest Loomians for, like, what, 6 patches now? Chartiki has definitely, like, had a fall off. I don't think giving it Landslide, though, would be a smart idea. Although, Chartiki might be back. With its new ability, I mean, I would say it's pretty darn good now. Its B tier holds it off. Yeah, but its typing defensively with its defensive stats are really good. Yeah, Pyrelon also existing is pretty painful. Bro, frick Pyrelon, man. Frick Pyrelon. I don't know if Chartiki would be considered a wall breaker. I definitely think Volcanic Ash Barter or Boots Barter is the way to go right now. But Inferno burns too much of his health. I mean, it has got healing options. I mean, you could heal off the damage if you really wanted to. Technically. Although I do think Boots is the better option. Just make it outspeed as much as possible. I mean, it's got pretty decent coverage. I mean, Plant, Fire, and Toxic. I mean, that's pretty good, I would say. What can even... Okay, what can even switch in to Fire, Plant, and Toxic? Is there any looms that resist, like, all of those? Also, yeah, Specs would be insane. Specs Inferno? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Think Pyrelon is fat enough? Yeah, true. You just got to get lucky with the Muck Blast, I guess. Actually, yeah, fire types just fire types are just resist fire and plant. So yeah, your Muck Blast is your only option. Well, hope you lands the Muck Blast poison, I guess, to break through it. Otherwise, good luck. You'll need it. Oh yeah, Billow Forge. It's actually Chartiki might be able to break through it in Inferno, because Billow Forge has no range defense. Chartiki could maybe break through it, because Billow Forge can't heal. Inferno boosted. Billow does wall it. I actually don't know. Typing wise, yes. My very nimble Billow Forge wins. Against my boots Chartiki, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. With the PvP 2.0, will there be new PvP items to use? Maybe? Hopefully. I would hope so. I have gotten a lot of items sprited. I've shown a few of them off, like the plant boots or the snow globes. I've shown off like a lot of items I've already had people sprite for me. So I would hope we get some of them in PvP 2.0. Damn, it was almost 4 AM. Yeah, this is gonna be my last dive, I think, for the night. Just joined. Have you decided to delete? I can't read. Just joined. Have you decided if you want to delete Staunch or not? I don't think so. Staunch is probably gonna stay. It's not like super great, but I mean, it has got like a specific niche, I guess. I'm gonna throw bands and very nimble on gorilla attacks as Volkaloa. Oh no. Why stop there, bro? Just run very brawny. Very brawny bands, monkey madness. Why not? Who needs very nimble, bro? Just use augment and get a speed increase, okay? Easy. Or better yet, get a null or melee attack increase. Oh, make sure to do it in Heatwave as well. We want Monkey Madness, very brawny, choice bands in Heatwave with an augment boosting your melee attack by another +1. How much damage even is that? That's 50% from bands, 50% from ability, another 50% from Heatwave if it's currently 50%. Then very brawny is another 20%. Then stab is 25%. And augment is another 50. That is so many percentages. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute, I need to calc this. We need to calc this, okay? Oh, whoops, I really just shut down. I pressed the wrong button. We need to calc this. How much damage are we doing? Combustible? No, combustible won't work because our ability is monkey madness. I want to calc this really fast. So, Volcaloa. Okay. Let's give it very brawny. Max out its TPs. The ability we want is Monkey Madness, but it doesn't exist, so I'm just going to give it +1. Okay. Augments is also going to be in effect, so let's give it +2. We already get Fire Stab. The item we want is going to be Choice Bands, but I can't give it Choice Band because that isn't in the game. So I have to give it, what, a Flame Shell, I think? A Flame Shell. Now let's give it Flare Blitz, which isn't in the game, so let's give it Flaming Kick, and make this 120. Okay. Hey, we one-shot Embit, let's go. Is that right? I think this is a little wrong, because also the ability doesn't exist. What am I missing now? Oh, also Heat Wave. This Heat Wave is only 25%, it's not 50%. Put Pyro on it, I think that works. Oh yeah, Pyro. Wait, let's actually see. Pyro 173. Oh no, Pyro definitely hits harder. Okay, so I think that's what we need, right? Pyro is 50%, Flame Shell is 50%, Augment gives us +1, Heat Wave is only 25%, but it's fine. That is a lot of freaking damage. Okay, what do we use it against now? Damn. Ireland, damn. I mean, even then, damn. Yeah, it just two-shots Pyroland. It does not care. It just straight up two-shots it. Oh wait, that isn't even max power. Ooh, I forgot about the damage. It went back down to 80. Oh, bro, how do you stop that? Never mind Augment. Even without Augment, you just two-shot it. Augment boosted though? I mean, damn. Wait. Huh. It actually does 50%? This is resistance! Heavy armor? Oh yeah, heavy armor. Still! 40 to 51%? Put up 3 barbs. I mean, that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. Let's try a Savage Greed. Yeah, I think you'd probably run Savage Greed right over Primal Slush on this set. Why does Savage Greed do no damage? Oh, these don't apply to that, does it? Frick. What if we make this 95 Len? Okay. And we make this plant type. Oh yeah, we just one-shot it, Len. We just one-shot it. Yeah. Obsidian's really gotta switch on a fire type move. Even if it switches on a fire type move. Oh wait, but Heat Wave low. Heat Wave wouldn't boost it. Okay, so Obsidian Heart and Ancient Shell. There we are. Wait, really? Oh wait, it's not ancient type anymore, is it? There we are. Yeah, it just cleanly one-shots it. What if we don't... What if we don't have the +1 low from augments? That's still good damage. It is guaranteed if you get free babs up. I mean, that's still really funny, low. That is still really funny. What about a very robust Tundralon? Oh, it does not matter. Volclo can probably two-shot it. One-shot it 2 times over. I don't know whose set this is, but it's just permanently on the calc. I don't know why. I don't know if I can remove it or not. Oh. Pyro... Lame shell. Yeah, you can two-shot Pyrolon. Oh, you can one-shot Pyrolon 2 times over. I should remove the outdated stuff. Is there any like more like that? I'm sure there's like one more. It's like Ikazune, Snagoot, Ikazune. Yeah, Ikazune has one. Zulong has one. I just don't know why they're on here because I thought you could just add your own anywhere. Or do I just have the option to remove them myself? Oh, just type P7? Oh. What does P7 even mean? Oh, Eliguana, Eurosnack, Moochoon. Under Bablos. Okay, there's actually quite... it's not that many on here. Oh, patch 7? Okay, I get it. Dang, it's just those ones? Damn. People are too lazy to make good ones for the calc nowadays. True. People just want free sets. They don't want to give away free sets. I can't believe people, man. Oh, we finally did it. Okay, I think we made some pretty good progress. I will definitely be taking all of these fossils. I still got a lot to grind though, so oh boy. Oh boy. Why are you like lacking behind like freaking 40? Why? Well, I'm gonna leave it off here, okay? It is about to turn 4 AM, and I am super tired. So I'm gonna go straight to bed. I will see you big noobs later.